Well, my second intro will be even better. Oh, well, cool.
Good.
Hey,
everybody.
There we are.
Oh, hello, everybody. Minor technical difficulty hiccup there, but let me start anew. Welcome back to Master the Game and Monster of the Week for Wrath of the Pumpkin King Part 2, our spooky Halloween-themed mystery set in Sleepy Hollow. I am your game master, Colin, at Colinomicon on Twitter. And I am on vacation this week. I am away from home. I forgot to bring my good webcam, which is why you're seeing me from this incredibly awkward angle from the onboard webcam on my laptop. And I'm in a cabin in the middle of the woods with very little internet speed, so let's hope this goes well. So far, so good. Before we get started in earnest with our game, I'd like to go around the horn and reintroduce our characters, remind everyone who we're playing, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what happened last time. So actually, how about we integrate that a little bit? You guys, as we go around, just let us know who you are and talk about some of the things you got up to last session. So first of all, let us begin with Tom. Tom, how you doing, buddy? How are you today? Who are you playing? And what'd you get up to last time?
I'm doing very well. I'm playing Gabriel Black, an initiate, a modern-day paladin who is... last game, he absolutely crushed a speed run of Halo 2 before we had the pizza guy come in and have a bit of an issue. Gabriel went into the back, and I believe he and Bill kind of gave the pizza guy a look over and discovered that he was intensely dreaming. And we ended up going towards the hospital and finding out the hospital was overloaded with similar cases. We'll go with
A little busy.
Yeah, busy. It was a busy night. They were a little busy. And at that point that Gabriel decided to break out the old school armor and sword. Kind of tried to look for a chance to maybe kill someone, maybe purge a little corruption, and then determined that his work was really cut out for him with the entire hospital being messed up. And so yeah, he's trying to figure out how to solve this problem without resorting to like killing everyone.
Yeah. Oh, there we go, killing again. Yeah, it was.
Oh, Gabriel. There he goes again.
There he goes again. I was a little concerned for a minute there that Gabriel would just be like, well, guess I have to kill everyone. But instead you went with a guess I have to find a new solution. So that's good.
I mean, you try the new solutions first.
Yeah.
Before you fall back on kill everyone.
Before you nuke and pave. Yeah, that's fair. All right, Gabriel, my Catholic ninja, it's so good to have you back. Down below Tom, we have David. David, who are you playing this evening, and how you doing, first of all? Who are you playing?
Good. Thanks, thanks for running again.
Who are you getting up to? Or what'd you get up to last time?
The last time, Sniffles the werewolf, also known as Billy, was hanging out at the cable guy's place because, he's got the best cable, video games, and he always pays for the pizza. Unfortunately, the pizza guy OD'd, as far as I know. And we tried to call the ambulance, didn't work. Had to take him to the hospital ourselves. The pizza was bad. We had some issues. Sniffles had to make an unexpected pit stop inside the haunted hospital. I believe that's where we left off. And from there, I think things were really starting to get creepy.
Yeah. Did you catch the part about you evacuating your bowels in a hospital? Did we?
That was the unexpected pit stop.
Yeah, unexpected pit stop. But I do want to make it clear that's because that you were in massive gastrointestinal distress and absolutely ate.
First time in the game I rolled to shit whether I shit myself or not.
Yeah, last game did feature the line.
Are we playing Fatal? Is that what we're playing here?
Last game did feature the line, your best roll of the night was to not shit yourself. Which you did not. And I'm very proud of you.
Yes, it was successful. Haunted hospital instead.
All right, so we have Sniffles the werewolf and Gabriel Black too. Sniffles is digital right. We have Bill playing Bill. Bill, how you doing, Bill? How's Bill? And what Bill get up to last time?
Well, this Bill's doing well. Cable guy Bill, though, is a little bit freaked out. Some strange things were happening. It was supposed to be a normal Friday night where everybody comes over and plays video games and we have pizza. And then strange things started to happen. My usual pizza guy, Julian, is acting all weird, and then he's sick, and my niece Lita's, kind of into some stuff, but she's not really open to sharing. And when we went to the hospital, everybody kind of went in to scope things out. People jump out of the van. I find myself by myself in my van, and heard some weird voice and saw some weird thing in the back of the van that I wasn't real comfortable with. Kind of a haunting, childlike voice. And as everyone knows, small children are weird and creepy. So I'm just hoping that the rest of the gang gets back in the van so we could get the hell out of here, because things don't look right.
I'm so glad you brought up creepy children, because right next to you is Laura. How you doing, Laura? Laura, how are you? Who you playing? What'd you get up to last time?
I'm really good, and I'm holding out firm hope for your internet, because as we all know, the best place to play a scary game is in the middle of a cabin in a dark woods.
Yeah, a car just drove by and it scared the shit out of me. They're not supposed to be humans up here. I am in the middle of the Adirondack Mountains. I'm where we set our first Monster the Mystery we all played together, guys. I'm like right near there, and it's unsettling. So
that won't be scary at all.
No, not at all.
Tonight I am playing Lita, a 9-year-old spooky. And last week Lita made all the good decisions and only the good decisions.
This is a recurring theme for you.
Hey now. So she started us off with a fun-loving hallucination, or possibly a vision, of a very creepy pumpkin who wanted her to take a book. And then she stole money out of her mom's purse, used that to buy lots of candy at the corner store, did not go to her uncle's apartment like she was supposed to, went to the abandoned park and found said creepy book, took multiple attempts to try to read the creepy book while lying to all of her friends about it. Let's see, what happened after that?
Well, you read the book and you learned a certain name.
I did. But I was not able to say the name. It doesn't have like an English translation, but I learned a name. Yeah. Because that's what the guy in the vision told me to do, and I always listen to what guys in visions tell me to do.
Yeah, I do want to point out that you used your premonition power, which showed you a vision of something bad that was going to happen. And you ran right toward the fire.
Well, I mean, I forgot it was a vision of something bad. I don't know.
and then you read the book and rolled to
really
read it,
well.
And you rolled really well, which let you avoid reading it, which should have been a hint. And you kept reading.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm 9.
Impulse control. Poor impulse control.
That is one of Lita's issues, is she has poor impulse control. Yep. Which then remanifested once we were back at the hospital, because she decided to come clean about having some visions and hearing some voices. And when Gabriel yelled at her for that, she took off in a tantrum, running, tripped on her untied shoes, and went careening into the street.
Yeah, to be saved by Gabriel. And you guys were having a little nice chat as you were walking back to the van, which is where Bill was talking with the creepy thing in his van, who is a person, thank you, and her name is Holly. Yeah. All right, and that's where we're going to pick up with you guys in just a minute. But first, finally, Paula, how you doing? How are you this evening? Good to see you again. And
I'm doing great.
How are you? Who are you? And what'd you get up to last time?
I am playing Zahara. She is a super strong, life-draining, monster-like creature. So last time I showed up at Bill's place so he could fix my cable before all my evening shows aired. And I got roped into babysitting a little bit, and then warned Billy in the van not to eat the pizza, but he did anyway. And then we showed up at the hospital, which was overrun with massive amounts of people. And then our 9-year-old friend decided to go bolting across the parking lot. And I attempted to save her, but I suck at running. So I didn't make it there very quickly. And yeah.
And then I believe you went in to find your buddy, your barely continent werewolf friend.
Oh, yes. Had to go find him in the hospital. The doctors seem kind of creepy. Something up there. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going on, you guys.
There is a lot of weird things going on in Sleepy Hollow right now. That's for sure. And there are weird things happening everywhere. And that's actually where we're going to start tonight. There are things moving and shaking, not just in Sleepy Hollow, not just revolving around whatever is happening with the Pumpkin King. Moves are being made elsewhere. And in fact, as we open tonight, as our camera sort of comes up from black and we see the first light, we hear church bells. Hundreds of them. A very loud array of pulsating church bells. And we hear a subtle chant. And as the camera pans up, we see the interior of a beautiful chapel. If there was a title card here, it would be saying Vatican City at the bottom. As we see a looks to be a cardinal, but dressed down a bit, not wearing the full hat and the big fancy shoes and everything, a bit dressed down, but deep in prayer in a small chapel just off of the wings of a massive cathedral. This man kneels before an altar. His hand leans against his head. We can see that he is a older man, white hair, clean shaven, thin, a bit gaunt. Skin hangs from his face just a bit, beginning to show his age, probably pushing 60s. And he kneels with his head rested upon his hands, muttering a prayer fervently to himself. The words are in Latin. We can't understand them, but he is repeating the same phrases over and over and over again, as if he's begging for answers, trying to solve some kind of puzzle, trying to find some kind of solution, and not getting the responses that he wants. And he just keeps repetitioning the same prayer over and over again until finally there is seemingly a breakthrough. He stops speaking. He draws a deep breath, his hand resting upon his head resting upon his hands. He draws in a deep breath through his nose, blows out air over his fingers, and leans forward, kisses an icon, and says, "Thank you," and lights a candle and walks away. We hear the echoing footsteps as he walks across the marble floors of the cathedral. It is midday, but there is no one here, only a bit of light coming in through the vaulted ceiling. He walks to the high altar of this cathedral, a beautiful, ornate, massive display, hundreds of intricately carved statues, bits of iconography everywhere, beautiful Gothic styling. He walks behind the altar to a door that is shut and locked. It is a gate, an iron gate with a lock on it. He pulls a massive key ring from under his robes, searches for the proper key with shaking hands, unlocks the padlock, opens the gate, shuts it behind him, and locks it from the other side. And he walks to a small room behind the gate. He knocks on the wooden door just for a moment and waits patiently. We hear from inside the room a sick, wet sound. A slapping sound, it sounds like. Shh. 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 And as the sound suddenly fades, we hear a croaking voice say, "Come in." The door opens slowly. The cardinal bows his head as he enters. We see another man. His vestments are hung by the door, at least the top half. He's wearing a sort of trouser and robe on his lower half, but his upper half is exposed and naked, and his robe hangs on a small hook on the wall. We see on that robe the same symbol that is burned into Gabriel's chest. And the cardinal says, "Father, I have seen it in my prayers. I have asked for guidance, and the Lord has given. The child has been corrupted, Father." We were too late. The demon, she knows its name. And the man stands, and as he turns away from the priest, we see that his back is torn into ribbons. He drops the flogging whip, the cat of nine tails that he has been flagellating himself with for untold hours. He drops it in shock at first, but then steadies himself, picks it up, and places it ceremoniously upon the altar in front of him. He reaches for his robe on the rack, covers himself with it, lowers his head, thinks a moment. "It is unfortunate. Inform Black. The child must be eliminated." And camera pans down and fades to black. We return now to a van in a parking lot where Holly, your new friend, Bill, has just told you that you shouldn't have let your niece read the book. But you did. And she's in trouble.
You're muted.
Oh, if you're talking, you're muted. Sorry. You're super muted.
See, I was trying to be good, so I muted myself during your awesome narrative.
Thank you.
Hey, Holly, what if she made a mistake and maybe, didn't mean to read the book? Is there like a way to get her out of that? I don't know, conk her on the head, feed her some Benadryl. Like, could she maybe forget about it? Take her to a therapist? Now that I think about it, that kid probably needs to go to a therapist anyway. My sister.
What are you gonna get from a therapist? They never did anything for me. I mean, maybe. That's kind of crazy. I never thought of that before. Maybe. Okay. Maybe you could go into her dream and make her unlearn it like that. It's like an inverse Inception. That was the last movie I saw in theaters. Is that relevant still? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's a great film.
Fine film. Christopher Nolan's a genius. Okay, so maybe you could do that. I don't know. That would be wild. You could like get into her dream and like maybe like find the memory and then like beat it up. That'd be cool. Why don't you do that?
Would you be willing to help us out? because I don't want anything bad to happen to my niece. You know what I mean?
What do you got for me?
Seems like you know some stuff. I don't know. Maybe if you could help us get my niece out of this mess, we could. I don't know. Like, what's the kind of things that you like? Maybe you want me to pass on a message to your family, or just get you some balloons and chocolate. I don't know.
I'm not 12. Jeez.
Pizza and beer.
Ooh. No, actually, you had me with chocolate. That, if I'm honest, that was pretty good. But, well, I would like. Maybe I could like crash at your place.
Let me see what I could do. Maybe I could set up like a little cot or something with some pillows and blankets and stuff.
A cot. I had a cot a long time ago. I miss my cot. That was a nice cot.
Yeah, maybe. But let's. You know what? We should. As soon as they get back here, we should get out of here. We'll go back to my place, okay? But you maybe Can you keep quiet back there?
I'll try. It's not my specialty, but.
I search around in my glove box for snacks. Do I have any chocolate?
Roll just flat 2d6.
Oh no. In this game, is rolling low good?
No.
I rolled double ones.
Oh God. Oh no. Bill the player, not Bill the character. What's your least favorite fast food place?
White Castle.
White Castle, yeah. All that's in there is just White Castle napkins.
Okay.
That's
fair enough.
Yeah. That just kind of like you open the glove box and they just out fall onto the floor.
Holly, I got an idea. If you promise to keep quiet, all right, until we get out of this mess of a hospital, I'll stop at the gas station on the way back to my place and get some chocolate. All right?
Okay.
Just hide back there, back behind the boxes of the RG6 and the RG59 cables, okay?
I don't know what that means, but
it's the big cardboard boxes with all the cable in them.
I was playing with that a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I get it for free from the warehouse anyway.
Oh, okay. Cool. Because I made you this. And she she pulls out from under the blanket. She like took the wire and made it to like a little stick figure man. Oh. It's you. I made a Bill. It's a little cable guy. It's a little cable guy because he's made a cable.
That is the most impressive artwork that I've seen in a long time. You got potential, kid. You could go to like one of those craft shows and make like wire things with it.
Do you get it? It's a cable guy. It's a cable. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. I was making sure you. Okay.
You can make a whole bunch of side money off of that.
And just as did you take it from her?
Did she hand it to me?
Yeah, she was offering it to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. That looks great.
Okay, and it's just then that Gabriel and Lita reach the truck. And Holly goes, whoop, and dives down and throws the blanket she was under over the top of her head again.
Okay.
Now, Lita, just get in the car.
Lita pouts and jumps in the car. Oh, hey, Uncle Bill, where'd you get that cute little Uncle Bill toy? And she grabs it from him.
Yeah, here, that's for you. I was bored waiting for you guys. Where the hell were you and what took so long? And where's everybody else? Where's Sniffles?
He
had gastrointestinal poops.
What about Sahara?
She wanted to go get him?
Yeah.
We got to get out of here, man. What is going on? Why are all these ambulances here? Why are all these people here? What happened to Julian?
I told you he had a cage on his head. And I'm going to go into the back and, like, curl up in a blanket if they're blankets.
Oh, there's a you little shit. Yeah, there's a blanket. You go to pull the blanket, and it pulls back.
Why don't you sit and put your seatbelt on, kid? As soon as they get back, I want to scram.
Uncle Bill, this blanket moved on its own. I'm gonna pull it again.
Don't worry about. Hey, just leave that alone, Lita. Come on, listen to Uncle Bill.
Roll it tough, Lita, to see if you can yank it off.
8 minus 1 is 7.
7. I'm actually just gonna see really quick if Holly can roll 2d6. Holly rolled an 11.
Fuck.
You yank it, and it's like it feels like the blanket is like stuck to something. It won't move, and it's like pulling back. And that's when Zahara and Sniffles come out. Sniffles is walking a little bit bow-legged, a little bit worse for wear, but you reach the van and see all of your friends have made it back too. So the two of you have arrived.
Well,
Come on, man. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
There's
All
no
right.
space for everybody to buckle in, so I'm just gonna sit back here and
Yeah, fine. Just get in the van. Let's go.
I'm in the
Get out of
van.
here.
I throw it into gear and cut across whatever way I can to get the hell out.
You peel out of the ER bay. Where do you want to head to?
To the gas station on the way back.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna combine these and say, since it makes sense, that this is the same kind of convenience store that Lita went to before with Leo, the shop owner. So you pull out of the ER bay. As you drive away down the road, there is another ambulance heading in your direction, heading toward the ER. The flow of patients into the Sleepy Hollow emergency room seems to continue at pace, and as you get further away from the hustle and bustle of the hospital, things do start to quiet down. And it's only a few minutes drive till you see the sign ahead for Whispering Pines apartment homes. And just on your right is a little gas station.
I pull in.
Do product placement again, but it's a gas station.
You guys, hold on.
Bill,
All
why
right.
are we going to the gas station? Are you out of gas?
No, the van's got gas, but I got to run in and get something. All right. Just stay here. I'll be right back.
Can I run in and get something too?
No.
Oh,
Every time you run in somewhere, you get in
Doing
trouble.
something to drink.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
but I'm out of
Look,
fruit
but-
roll-ups.
If we're gonna go back and finish this match, we need snacks,
All right. I'll get
Right?
snacks. Okay.
like some
Get some
chips or
monsters
something.
and Red Bull.
You demanding sons of bitches. I get out of the van and I go into the convenience store.
Gabriel wants for nothing. He only drinks communion wine.
I go in. Is Leo there?
Leo is there. Leo is there, and you see that his back is to you as he comes in. The counter is on the right-hand side as you come in, and his back is to the counter. He's leaning against it, looking up at the TV
Okay.
that hangs above the counter. The news is on, discussing the pandemic that's apparently struck Sleepy Hollow. And he looks up, and as you come in and the bell rings as you enter, he turns around and goes, "Oh, hey, Bill."
Oh, hey, Leo. I'm just going to pick up some snacks.
Yeah, do your thing.
I grab several different varieties of chips, different candies, a rack of Coke Zero, 4 Red Bulls, 4 Monsters,
Oh, God.
one of the crappy frozen pizzas that he keeps in the freezer that most people don't buy, but now we're desperate. And I grab each one of the different chocolate bar varieties: milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate, milk chocolate with almonds,
Ooh.
and peanut
You
butter.
don't know if she has any nut allergies.
And peanut butter chocolate. I grab them all. I take the whole armload and I go, I'm going to need a couple bags for this, Leo.
What? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Bill. Yeah, sure. I'll bag. And he starts bagging bagging your stuff. He never even asked you. He never rang it up or asked you for money. he seems so distracted. He's not even really thinking, and he just
I
starts.
kind of take a gander while he's doing that up at the news and see what they're saying about it.
You see that the current estimate is that there are at least 200 people in Sleepy Hollow who have been stricken with this apparent, what they're calling a sleeping sickness. They really don't know what else to call it, you gather from the news, but they're referring to this as sort of freak outbreak of a sleeping sickness that there's now talk of FEMA coming into the town, and that the entire town is now on lockdown. So there is
While
no
he's
leaving.
bagging that and I see that, I run and grab a rack of bottled water.
Smart.
And then I just pull out the 20s from my wallet and I set them down on the counter.
Pretty crazy, huh, Bill?
Yeah, take care of yourself, Leo. Strange things are going on in Sleepy Hollow. Seriously, take care of yourself, buddy. Maybe lock up and close up early.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's probably a good idea. I'd probably limit interaction with other people right now, huh? That's probably a good idea.
A good call.
You need anything else? I think I am going to lock up right now, but feel free. Yeah.
Well, not unless you saw sawed-off double-barreled shotguns or anything like that. But I think I'm good, buddy. Thanks.
He reaches under the counter. He's like, well, I mean, I always keep old Dusty under here. And pulls up a double-barrel shotgun that he has under the counter.
That's a great piece, bud. Hey, listen.
Yeah, not sawed off
care.
because it's trying to stay on the right side of the law. But
Yeah.
no.
Ah, for sure. That's a great idea. I file that one into my brain in case I do have to run and get a gun. I get all that stuff. I go back to the van. I throw it into the back.
Yeah, so Bill opens the back door and just throws in 3 bags of shit into the back seat of utter trash food into the back seat. And I'm gonna see if Holly can resist.
Oh no. Oops.
Who's in the back of the van?
Lita.
Lita's in the back of the van.
Lita, roll a sharp to see if you notice it.
Oh, Jesus. 8 minus 1 is 7.
Still better than she did.
Yes.
He throws the bags in the back, and you see the little blanket you were tugging on. That you just see like one little hand come up from under it and reach into the bag and pluck a candy bar and drag it back in under the blanket.
Hi, who are you? Why are you hiding in Uncle Bill's van?
Do I presumably hear her say this?
Yes, and you hear like the crinkling of a wrapper, and you hear like a.
Oh man, what's in there?
Hey guys, listen, it's all right. Let's just get back to the apartment. I'll explain everything.
Why are we going back to the apartment?
Because it's safe. And
Lita, you're going to be staying at the apartment.
Yeah.
I'm going to be staying at the apartment.
Where else would you rather go?
I'm going to be staying at the apartment. I'm not going out here. It's crazy out here.
Mom's going to come pick me up in a couple of hours.
I don't know about that. Listen.
Sure.
I drive down the block. I get to the parking lot. I park in my spot.
Yep.
I look to Gabriel as we're getting out and I say, hey man, watch the kid go straight to the apartment. Here's my keys. I throw him the keys. I grab.
Oh, there's somebody under the blanket.
Yeah, I got it. Sniffles. Here, carry all this stuff, man. I got all the snacks for you guys.
Hi, under the blanket.
A little hand just comes out from under it and just goes like,
do you want marshmallows? I have marshmallows.
All right,
Bill.
Well, I can't give you marshmallows if you don't come out and say hi to me.
Listen, I'll bring her in, okay? Just
And I start pulling out the peeps out of the Halloween peeps out of my backpack. They look like little pumpkins.
The second the smell of peeps hits the air, you like the blanket just lifts up slightly, and you just see like one eye just like, are those peeps?
It's sugar, covered in sugar.
Oh my god.
You want one?
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Lita.
I'm Holly. I'm not supposed to talk to you. Don't tell your uncle.
Okay, I won't. I don't tell him things, and I give her peeps.
She fucking...
Why aren't you supposed to talk to me?
He said I'm not supposed to, or else I won't get candy.
But you already have candy.
Good point. He's got more, though, and I want all of it.
It's back
All right.
here.
The cat's out of the bag. Let's go. Holly,
really
I'm not a
doesn't have-
cat.
put the
really
blanket
doesn't
on
have
and
that
let's
much
go in the
candy.
apartment.
Okay. And Holly just like springs up and puts the blanket around her and just like looks at all of you and is like, hi, I'm Holly.
How old is Holly?
Holly is about 19, 20 years old.
Okay.
Late teen, yep. Says, hi, I'm Holly.
Are you like all right there, Holly?
Well, yeah, I'm fine. I got chocolate now, so I'm good.
All right. And I kind of like
Really?
back away slowly.
I really think we should get in the apartment, everybody. And Gabriel, this is Holly. We'll want to be talking to her probably because she knows some things.
this?
Okay.
Where did Holly come from?
Under the blanket.
No, I mean like
Bill does
before
this.
the blanket.
Bill does this, like kind of out of eye shot of Holly, and is like, "Yeah, so this is Holly, guys. Come on, let's all be buddies and go in the apartment." And then we
Bill's
can talk
right.
more,
We
okay?
should all get in the apartment right
An
now.
apartment? I remember apartments. I lived in an apartment once. It also burned to the ground. Anyway, let's go.
Holly, there's a playground out back. Do you want to come play with me? You're an
Oh,
adult.
no,
enough.
and I'm
No,
just
no, no, Sid, you can come
I'm
with me.
grabbing Lita by the shirt and like dragging her.
But Uncle Bill said I could go if I have an adult, and she's an adult.
Sniffles, snacks.
I'm not allowed
Oh
to
yeah,
go
man. I got
am I?
him back to the apartment.
All right, I
Control
carry
your
the
eat.
case of water. Sniffles got the snacks. Zahara and I guess and Gabriel are restraining crazy Lita. And I say, come on, Holly, this way, come on.
Okay. And she jumps out of the back of the van, wraps the blanket around her. He's like, this is nice. This is such a nice place. Whispering pines. Whisper. I can hear them talking. They're whispering right now.
Yeah, over my shoulder, I'm like, yeah, come on, Holly. I got the snacks here, but I don't think you should have any Monsters or Red Bull.
When
Matter of fact,
I hear her say that, can I try to see if I can hear them?
Yeah. Do you have the site already? Or
No, so I
Okay.
could use tune in and
Tune in.
attune to a monster or a minion, or I could use my alternate weird sensitive and try to open up my brain.
that would be what you want to use, yeah, because this isn't a monster.
All right, I will try to open up my brain to the psychic environment. And that's a 3. So I failed, but now I have the sight.
Now you have the site. What does that do on a fail?
My brain makes contact with something dangerous.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Well, I mean, my brain has made contact with something dangerous multiple times in this game.
Yeah, so you pause for a moment and try to listen to the pines. Try to hear the pines the way that Holly does. And Lita, you do hear something. You hear this like thousands of voices speaking at once.
I hear something, but I can't tell what they're saying.
And the voices suddenly they get more quick and frantic as if they're panicking. And then the voices suddenly stop all at once, as if commanded to do so. And you hear a familiar voice. Lita.
Yeah, that's me. I'm listening.
I'll be seeing you soon.
Why?
Lullaby and good night. Go to sleep, little Lita.
That's a creepy song.
And then it goes away, and you've been saying all that out loud the whole time. So
Totally.
Yeah, Gabriel is just looking very, very concerned down at her at the moment. Lita, you're going to need to stay here until we figure out what's happening. And like kind of look at and just lean in and say, we need to figure out what's happening. And I think your abilities may be giving you some insights, and I think Holly may be able to help, but I want to help you, but you're in big trouble right now. And
Holly,
you need to
can you help me use my abilities?
You need to listen to me if you want to make it through this.
Okay.
Holly is running in circles right now because she just saw the playground and is very excited and is just kind of like buzzing, like running around in circles, like, oh my god, playground, jungle gym. I love jungle gym. So much fun.
Can we have this discussion on the playground, guys? There's swings.
No.
We're going inside.
Inside's
You're not
cool.
you're not playing on the
continuing to
playground.
drag her. Just
Okay.
Yeah, I usher Holly in. I go, maybe we'll go to the playground after we go inside and have snacks and talk for a little bit, okay?
we'll go to the playground after the horrible supernatural thing afflicting our town is over.
Yeah, Holly, maybe once we're inside and you get your chocolate bars, you could tell Gabriel about the kind of stuff you were telling me about, okay? Remember what we talked about? Helping out Lita, remember?
Uh-huh.
All right, yeah, come on, let's go. I got a really nice apartment. It's got a big TV and video games and every cable channel that ever existed. So come on.
Do you have
What do you mean
Inception?
helping out Lita?
Yeah, I got Inception on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. So come on.
It's amazing that you have Inception on VHS. That movie came out in like 2010.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
have to
collector's
make that
edition,
yourself.
okay?
Yeah,
you recorded it off the TV.
I did. I recorded it off of HBO because at the time my Blu-ray and my DVD players weren't working. So that's why.
It was one of those weeks where HBO was free, you know? So you could just check it out, right?
And like, you want to stay out of that playground unless you have your tetanus shot.
Nothing wrong with the playground. I go to that playground. Also, I have my tetanus shot.
So do I. That's where I go to do drugs.
Okay, great. Let's get inside.
Okay.
Not everybody.
Whoa. That's where she goes to do drugs. You want her to hang out with your niece?
No,
Or-
but I thought maybe she could tell Gabriel about the kind of stuff that we come on, come into the apartment.
Did you mean to disappear when you said that?
Yeah, that's me going into the apartment.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'll go into the apartment.
Yeah, no, she follows you in. She's very enthusiastic to follow inside. And she gets inside and sees your big screen TV and your whole super cool setup that you have here.
I lay out every copy of Inception.
That's so much Inception.
Yeah. So hey, here. I got one of each kind of chocolate bar because I didn't know what you liked, but I got all of them.
Okay.
So you can pick one, but then here's the deal. You got to tell Gabriel about what you were telling me about. You know, remember what you said about Lita and the dreams and Inception? Why don't you tell him about it while you're having a chocolate bar? And I'll put this crappy frozen pizza into the oven. We'll cook it and we'll just hang out and you guys could have something to drink. And you know, Sniffles over here, he likes movies too and video games and stuff. So you could hang out with us for a little while, okay?
She takes a bite of the I'm gonna say you got different kinds of chocolate. So she got a 0 bar. She got herself some white chocolate, super sweet, and takes a bite out of it and is like, tell Gabriel about the stuff I told you. I don't really remember what I said.
Holly, where are you from?
Here. Sleepy Hollow, born and raised. Represent.
We're gonna help me with my powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And do you know what's happening to those people at the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Would you care to elaborate?
For a little more chocolate.
Gabriel's just gonna like slide all the chocolate back towards him and be like, I'm sorry, that's not a sufficient answer for chocolate.
One more. And 2
He's
pieces of bread.
He's gonna hold up the chocolate and almond bar and just say, tell me what's happening to him, and you can have the whole bar.
And 2 pieces of bread.
Uncle Bill doesn't really have bread.
Yeah, sorry, kid. The last of the lunch meat kind of went foul. I don't think there's any bread left.
He's making pizza.
Yeah, I got a
not very good pizza, but
I really like looks offended and it's like, what's wrong with Jack's frozen pizza? I love Jack's frozen pizza.
Yeah, great.
Look, dude, we got pizza like an hour ago and you saw how that went. Like, I don't know if it's a good time to eat pizza. Maybe the pizza's contaminated.
Well, that's why we got the frozen pizza. Anyway, Holly.
Yeah.
What's happening with the people at the hospital?
Okay. All right, no bread. I wanted to try to make a candy bar sandwich. That sounded cool. But okay, so people at the hospital, right. So they're all gonna die. But that's okay. That's not the worst thing ever. I know it sounds bad, but it's not that bad. And I'll tell you why. Because by all of them dying, it saves the world.
From what?
From the Pumpkin King, silly.
Gabriel's just going to slide the chocolate bar across the table.
Oh, thank you.
Has Gabriel's order ever spoken of anything like the Pumpkin King?
Well, as far as demons that infect dreams, possibly. The name the Pumpkin King itself would not. That seems to be a sort of folklore aftermarket sort of name. Probably not.
Yeah.
Its
local,
real name.
colloquial sort of thing.
I want to go sit down next to her.
Hi.
Is that like the guy in my book?
What book?
I found a book in the playground.
I know you did. I saw it with my brain.
Then why did you ask me? That's not nice.
I was just testing you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm just playing with you. Yes, it's exactly the guy in your book.
Oh. He seemed nice in my vision, but then he seemed mean.
Oh, yeah, he kills people.
Oh.
Lita?
What?
What book?
The book I found in the playground?
Can I see it?
I don't think you should.
Can you hand it to me?
I mean, yeah, I can, but I don't think you should see it.
Holds out his hand.
It has bad words in it. I pull it out of my backpack. It has bad words in it. And not like the words mommy says with her boyfriends. Like...
like bad, like so bad.
How about I just look at the cover?
Do you need me to give it to you for that?
I would like to touch it.
Okay, I hand him the book.
I'm going to hold and look at the cover and turn it over and see if I can notice anything that might give me some hints on the nature of the creature that we're facing.
That is squarely investigative mystery.
It is. And luckily for me, I'm terrible at that.
Oh, good.
You know what? You know what's going to happen here? I'm going to use one of my lucks because I rolled... Oh, hold on. I rolled a 5. Does that qualify for luck?
Well, you failed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use a luck.
You can even use a luck on a partial success if you want.
Yeah, I'm using one of my lucks. I want to find out about this thing.
All right. That only leaves you with one left before you are doomed. All right. All right. So that is as if you rolled a 10 plus. So what questions do you want to ask from the?
That's right. I don't have any questions pulled up.
Hold on a second. I always think ahead. Hold on. Here you go. Here's the link.
Awesome. Thank you. Apologies for that. All right. Investigative mystery. I would like to know what sort of creature is it?
So from looking at the book alone, That would be difficult to determine. However, since you took the time to use luck for it, I will tell you. The notion of infecting people's minds, essentially, through a relic or through a book like this or something like that, is classic. I mean, you're studied in this classic demonology. That's, and especially the way that this seems to be like striking people in their innermost dreams, striking at their fears and their feelings. That is very much a demon move to not only harm people, not only to kill people, but also to terrorize them before that. So that definitely seems like something right in your bailiwick.
Second question.
Aye.
What hurts it?
Can you get that from here? All right. Do you want to get this answer? You would have to. No, you know what? You flip over to the back. I'm going to say, because I don't want to force you to open the book if you don't want to. So on the back dust jacket, you see the description of this, that it is a horror story from the 1970s, a like kind of pulp horror novel by an author named Finley Russell. And the premise of it involves a monster, the Pumpkin King. The book, by the way, is called Through the Eyes of the Jack-o'-lantern. And it involves this monster, the Pumpkin King, that feeds on people's fear. It finds out what you're terrified of, and then it uses it against you to harm you and to kill you eventually, scare you to death. And it seems like you don't know what can hurt it, but what I can give you is that fighting, as long as it doesn't have a steady source of fear, if the victim is not afraid, it really can't hurt them. So it seems like one thing that at least can be used to combat it is taking fear away from it. Don't let it have fear by any way you possibly can. Don't either just stiff upper lip facing your fears, or don't let certain people get exposed to it who have particular fears or something like that. So withholding fear from it seems to be the way to combat it.
Weakens it, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a whole hospital full of people freaking out right now.
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty powerful at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Fair assumption.
Yeah. So Gabriel is just looking over this book and just, we are in a situation at the moment. Lita, I wish you had shown this to me when you had found it, but you read this?
I skimmed through it. Why would I show it to you when I found it? This isn't the sort of book. You don't read books like this.
No one should read books like this. And he's just gonna like put it down on the ground behind him.
Hey, it's mine.
No, it is not.
It is so.
Lita.
Finders keepers. Sorry, I'll stay out of it.
The pizza will be ready in about 10 minutes.
So
I didn't finish it. Gabriel, I didn't finish it. I don't know how they win.
Bill, what was this thing about Inception?
Yeah, well, Holly, she was kind of telling me about this when she popped up in the van. Popped up in the van.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I was in his van. Sorry.
Yeah. So then, I asked her. I said, if my niece Lita is in some kind of trouble and in danger, how maybe is there a way to, help her out? And Holly came up with this really nice, helpful idea about maybe somehow we could do like Inception and go inside of her dreams and fight the bad thing and make her forget about it.
Such a good movie.
I don't know. It seemed very into itself.
Yeah. It's just too old for you. Just calm down. So like making people forget the name?
Yeah. Holly, Well, what are your thoughts on that? Now you've had a chocolate bar and you're nice and comfortable here, and we're all about to hang out like a bunch of friends. Maybe you could kind of explain to Gabriel about what you were thinking about this, how to get the Pumpkinhead guy out of Lita's brain.
Well, you don't need me for that. All you need is someone that has the ability to dive into people's brains, and you got one right over there. She points at Zara.
Yeah, as Gabriel was already turning to Zara, and Zara, is this something in your tool set?
I mean, define tool set.
Can you do this, or do you think you could do something similar to this?
You're gonna let Zara eat my brain?
Possibly.
Well, I mean, I could give it a shot. I'm just gonna let you know that sometimes, you know, it's been a little questionable, the side effects in the past. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa, man, you like just dive into people's brain. Have you dove into my brain?
There's nothing in there I want to see, Billy.
Hey guys.
Yes, Lita?
I really appreciate that we're trying to eat my brain and protect me, but what about all those guys in the hospital? We can't just protect me.
You're right. We're going to deal with that situation. This needs to be confronted, but I think the first thing we need to do is make sure that you're all right.
What if that makes it harder?
I don't understand.
Well, sometimes in the scary movies, you have to have someone who knows the bad guy in order to find the bad guy.
Are you saying that you want to stay connected to this creature?
No, I'm saying I want to help everybody.
By staying connected to this creature?
No, I'm not connected to him. I just know his name.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you totally are. You totally are. You know his name. You know his name. So do I. So do I. Sisters. Pinky. What's up?
Like, can Zahara eat everyone's brain at once?
She doesn't eat brains. Well, you probably could, right? You probably could eat like brains a little bit. I never tried brain. You have you had brain, Billy? Because like,
no, he likes liver
and ham.
Dude, I think that's just the pizza that you're smelling. It's kind of it's like $5.
No, that guy's a werewolf.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Oh, as long as you're all cool with it, that's really cool.
Cool.
You guys are so cool. I wish I had friends like you before that are just like open and like accepting and like let you be a little weird, you know, because I'm pretty weird.
How are you weird besides magically appearing in people's vans
and magically appearing in people's brains? You don't believe me? Check it out. Check it out. Gabriel. Let's write a song together. Ready? Let's write a song. All right, I'm gonna write a song into your brain. Here we go.
Gabriel's not really.
Hello, Gabriel. It's your friend Holly.
See? Brain power.
Mm-hmm. So we have 2 people that can reach into brains.
3. Your little one over there can totally do it too.
Yes.
Yeah, she's not going into anybody's brain.
Lita, you are openly declaring that you wish to stay connected to this creature in order to help people?
No, I don't want to stay connected to it. I just want to help people. And I'm worried.
Like,
I'm scared.
Totally not agree with this.
You are paving a road with good intentions, Lita. Just understand that.
We're probably going to need to go into her brain, though.
Yeah.
My brain's not really a nice place.
Neither's mine, honey. I know. That's a little weird, but the Pumpkin King's going to be drawn to you, first and foremost. So
why me? There's a whole hospital full of people.
Yeah, but Okay, yes, they all know his name, but they're all normal. You're special.
Because I go to the private school?
No. You're funny. You're funny though. I like you're I didn't know 9-year-olds could be cool, but you're pretty cool, honestly.
I am very cool.
Fist bump.
Hey, Holly, I got a question for you. Were you kind of like Lita when you were younger, before you found out the name of the Pumpkin King guy?
Yeah, I sort of always been able to do the kind of stuff that she does. And then it was like, geez, what was that? It was about a year ago when I first met him. And he like tried to scare me a lot, and he couldn't. He just couldn't.
Were you the first person who met him?
No, he had other friends. Yeah. No, there were these boys. I don't remember their names, but there were these three kids that found a bunch of books in like a landfill or something, which I say or something. I was sleeping in that landfill, so I know exactly where they found them. But they found all these books in this landfill, the one on the edge of town, the one of the Sleepy Hollow landfill at the edge of the city. And they started reading them, and they learned his name. And I had already read the thing because it was in my landfill, so I'd read it already. And I'd already talked to the Pumpkin King, and I thought he was nothing. He couldn't scare me, but he sure scared those boys. Oh, he scared them so good. Scared them so good that 2 out of 3 of them died.
Oh.
Yeah. What happened to the third one?
Well, I think he's okay. He had to move out of town. He's just down in Terrytown, just, little drive away from here. But his parents really took it very, very seriously, and they rounded up all the books and they burned them all. And I guess they thought that took care of it. But that kid's still around, I think. He's probably not doing well. Probably a little.
They didn't burn my book.
Yeah, I guess they missed a few, huh?
So, like, hypothetically speaking, if we wanted to go see said weird dude on the other side of town, would you know how to find him?
No, but I'm sure you could find him.
I could maybe find him with my brain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the way, where did you find that book? Because I've been trying to find a copy ever since I lost mine. I didn't know there was any left of them. Where'd you find it?
In the playground.
The playground. Oh, same playground. We haven't even been to the playground yet. You promised we were going to go to the playground.
I know, I tried. Uncle Bill won't let me. And Gabriel carried me inside.
I wonder who put it at the playground.
It may have been the Pumpkin King.
Oh. Well, that would be.
Unless, did you put it at the playground? You said you went there to do drugs.
I went there to do drugs, not to bury books.
Oh.
No, I didn't do that. But if it's the Pumpkin King, that means that he can step out into the waking world now. And that would be a new development.
He couldn't do that before?
Oh, no. He's stuck in the dreams. Yeah. So if he did that, then woo, we have a big problem if that's the case. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that's bad.
If he's stepping into our world, then he needs to play by the rules of physics.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We might. Maybe it would be better for us to confront him here than in our dreams.
I think I might know a way. Can I show you guys something?
Yes.
Okay, it requires all of us to be asleep. I should have led with that.
Probably not the best idea.
No, I think I'm gonna pass on that one right there.
Gabriel's just gonna like quietly reach for one of the monsters that we bought and just
I mean, it's safe in my dream because he can't scare me, so he doesn't come there anymore.
Okay, I'll go.
We all gonna be in the same dream?
Yeah, you can all come to my dream. It's super cool. It's way better than this place. I mean, this place is so nice, though. I love Whispering Pines.
Yeah. I'll come.
Okay, cool. All right. And she reaches out and takes Lita's hands. Like, the rest of you guys want to come see? It's pretty cool.
Gabriel just
I
was
don't
like,
know about that.
Are you guys gonna let me go by myself?
Why
You
you gotta
should take
put us
an
in
adult.
this position?
I'm taking Holly. Holly's an adult.
That's a good point. Bill, you should go with your niece.
What do you think, Gabriel?
Could Gabriel bring his sword into the dream?
You can bring anything into the dream. Just make it up. It's a dream.
I feel like we need to have somebody strong back here who can hold down the fort.
But we're not gonna actually go. Like our bodies are. Is my body gonna go into your dream?
No. You'll just be sleeping.
Okay. Well then, see, he'll still be here.
I think the point he's making is that you're going to be incredibly vulnerable while you're asleep.
It should be fine if Gabriel, if you stay here and Billy and I stay here, let Bill go ahead and jump in with her. I think the three of us could handle anything that
I will
comes up.
remain here. And
Well, I mean, I like Uncle Bill a lot, but he doesn't have a big sword, and he can't go furry, and he can't eat people's brains. So I'm not actually sure what Uncle Bill's going to do to help in the dream.
You know what I got, kid?
Cable?
45,000 movies in my brain. I know every possible scenario for escaping strange dreams. That's what I got. Now,
able to do that.
let's get into this nightmare.
I'd rather have the sword.
I'm going to stay here, Lita.
Oh, could I take your sword?
No.
Just dream up your own sword.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to take my gun at least.
Wait, you have a gun? You have a gun. This whole time, we've been concerned about the fact that she knows algebra, but really, the issue was that she's got a freaking gun in her bag.
Her teddy bear backpack. She reaches in and pulls out a 9mm.
Definitely like, oh, like grab it. Like
my finger's not on the trigger.
Bill, what is your sister doing over there?
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of stuff that I have to deal with all the time, Sniffles. All the freaking time with my sister.
I also have a big knife. Would that help? Well, just take it to be safe. I'm going to pull the big knife out too.
Just give me your whole backpack. I'm going to try and take the whole thing.
Lita.
What's the point? Just took all the weapons out already.
It's a dream. You can't take nothing into it. Come on. Now, Holly, how do we get in this dream? What do I got to take a couple Xanax and a Benadryl?
Nah, I'll do it for you. That would work too, but that takes way too long. Don't worry about it. No, just do you have like a cozy spot we can all like lay down?
You know what?
Uncle Bill calls his bedroom the palace.
Let's go into the palace. I'll turn on the black lights. We'll put a little bit of Dark Side of the Moon on. You know what? Wish you were here. Shine on you, crazy diamond. It's got that mellow flow. Let's go.
Nice choice. Quality.
That was.
Yeah, the creepiest thing of this whole adventure is just about to take place.
Holly doesn't get that at all, but Colin is very pleased. You go into the, and again, viewers out there, Bill is a man with black lights in his room. So I just want to emphasize that one more time about what a brave man that is. You enter into the palace and put on the black lights, light some incense. Put on Wish You Were Here. Which side? Side 1 or side 2?
I actually have a special cut. It's got all 9 parts of Shine on You, Crazy Diamond consecutively uninterrupted.
Oh, shit. That's like 24 minutes of music. So set the record spinning. This is totally impossible to do on a record, but whatever. Set the record spinning and it's chill. It's a nice chill vibe.
This is kind of creepy.
Yes.
So like, do we want to just like sit on the floor or like what?
I'm going to lay on my bed. You two lay on the floor. Here, have a couple pillows.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what we got to do. We all just have to, well, first of all, you guys hold my hands here. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Hold my
I
hands.
take her hands. And
Okay,
I have my gun in the other hand.
No, put that down. You're gonna have to hold hands with your Uncle Bill too. So.
Okay, I put it down on my lap and grab Bill's hand.
Like imagine you like
Take
making
my gun.
like making a triangle. You like put the gun in the middle like it's a fucking ritual altar. Like y'all hold hands and Holly goes, okay. This is actually really, really easy. It really works like just as quick as like just like 1, 2, skiddly diddly do, and then you guys are all unconscious. And you find yourself briefly floating in a limitless white void before finding your feet making purchase on a floor. It is a concrete, dirty floor. There's very little light breaking in through casement windows all along this big wide room. It's just a big empty concrete room with simple metal columns that hold it up. It just looks to be a normal unfinished basement. And
This kind of reminds me of your grandma's basement when we were growing up. I wonder if it floods too.
It did a lot. Yeah, it flooded a lot. I would get so cold.
Is this where you grew up, Holly?
Yeah, sorry. Got me thinking about it earlier and we went to the wrong part of the dream.
What part of the dream are we supposed to go to?
The nicer part. This isn't the nice part. This is the sad part.
But it's not scary?
I'm not afraid of anything anymore, kid. That's why he
sad.
can't. It's sad, but it's a little sad, I guess, because I'm only not afraid of stuff because I've already confronted everything, you know? So.
But that means you don't get to go and have fun at scary movies.
That's true. I don't really go to the movies much. But it also
You're old enough to take me to the scary movies. Can we do that after this?
She looks to Bill. It's like, why wait? And spins around in a big like pirouette, and the basement transforms into a massive movie theater. And you and Holly are seated at the center seats. Perfect positioning to get a great view of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Here's a classic.
See, aren't dreams fun?
Yeah.
They are. Is this what you wanted to show us?
Oh, no, I got distracted.
Okay.
Do you want to watch the movie first, and then we can do it?
We should probably go to the place that you were going to go to show us things. Then maybe afterwards we'll watch the movie. I got this one on Blu-ray too.
How does time work here? I mean, like, do we have time to watch the movie and then go see the thing, or will they realize we're gone for a whole movie?
No, you totally could. Yeah, I mean, the time doesn't pass the same way. It's pretty fluid. If you want to, we can. But we can get on with it. It's fine.
I mean, I sort of want to, but I'm worried they're going to think we're all gone too long.
Let me show you the cool part of my dream, okay? And then we'll come back to this.
Okay.
Okay. This is what I wanted to show you. It's right over here. And there's like an emergency exit at the front of the movie theater.
Okay.
All right, you guys go first. It's right through there. You're going to freak out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 9, but I'm not stupid.
It's so good. Just look. Just like peek. Just look.
I'll go, Lita. I walk slowly towards this door.
Can I manifest a gun?
Yeah, so you can manifest anything in the dream with a weird roll.
Oh.
Do I see any light, like, around the cracks of the doors? There like light on the other side of this door?
Yeah, definitely light on the other side.
Before I open it, I look back at Holly. Hey, Holly, am I going to be safe if I open up this door?
I wouldn't hurt you in my dream.
All right.
Do you want me to come?
Holly, look at me. I'm trusting you, Holly, okay? We're friends now.
You're going to love this. I'm trusting me. You're going to love it.
I open the door and peek through.
You open the door, and as it opens, a rush of air comes in, and you're looking out into an open sky.
Ooh.
You are above the clouds looking down on them. The
Ooh.
sky itself is sort of a purple lavender color, and there's these light wispy clouds float by, and you hear from your left side a whinny that gets a little louder as suddenly a unicorn comes flying by, leaving a trail of rainbow behind it.
Wow. This reminds me of this is kind of trippy, man. Kind of reminds me of this fish show that I went to see at the at Deer Creek in Indiana back in '96. I was on a lot of vitamin C. And I think I just saw a unicorn with a rainbow trail behind it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's way more where that came from. And she runs past you and like pushes you out of the way slightly and then jumps out and just starts flying and zipping around. And you see that the sky begins to fill with all manner of magical creatures. There's like flying dolphins and unicorns and pegasi. You're inside a like Lisa Frank notebook, basically. It's just
super cool. I'm gonna go do that.
Do you want to? All right, you guys jump out, and you can both. This is like Peter Pan. You both have this kind of a sparkling glitter that hovers around you, and you can just fly. You don't.
I body surf on a cloud,
and it's the cloud as your body touches down onto it. You see that the cloud is actually made of cotton candy, and you catch a bit in your teeth as you go by. Isn't my dream amazing? As she comes like corkscrewing by you.
It's pretty amazing, Holly. Pretty amazing.
What does this have to do with what's happening?
Oh, well, so this is what I was able to do once I got rid of all of these. And she gestures, and in the air, a rack, like a shelf manifests. If you remember that scene in The Matrix when it's like the we need lots of guns scene.
Yeah.
That whole it's sort of that, just of a shelf comes by, and it's loaded top to bottom with tiny little statuettes. They look like they're made of onyx or obsidian. They're like a black glassy type objects, and they're all different shapes. They're all different, similar sizes, but all different little figurines essentially. And she gestures to all them and says, "These are all the things I used to be afraid of."
So you put them in here, and that's why you're not afraid of nothing anymore.
Well, no, it's a little more complicated. Like, I stopped being afraid of them because I had to live through all of them, and now I'm just numb to all of it. It doesn't really bother me anymore, but
this would take a really long time.
Well, you don't need all of them. See, what happened was I got rid of all the things I was afraid of, and then the Pumpkin King came to see me, and he tried to scare me, and I told him, "Sir, I'm not afraid of anything anymore. You can't do it. It doesn't work." And he tried anyway, and then every time it didn't work, one of these things would appear. Another one of these little things. So I've been trying to come up with a cool name for him. I call him nightmare shards. I thought that sounded kind of cool. Is that not? Should I work on that?
That's a pretty cool. You know what? That'd be a great metal band name, actually. Nightmare Shards.
Nightmare Shard. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So yeah, I got all these, and now I just keep them here just for display. But if you guys got your own, what I think you could do, like, he doesn't like it when you make these. It really makes him angry because he can't scare you. And I think, like, I have some back in the awake world. I have some. They came back with me. These can actually go between. And I think these are like little powerful little magic things. I bet you, I've never tried this, but I bet you with enough of these things you could do some kind of magic or something that might summon the guy, and then you can kill him, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Why would we want him to be there? Why would we want to summon him? Why don't we make him go away?
You could summon him and then maybe like lock him in a cage or something like that. I mean, you can't kill him. I mean, I was making that up. You can't kill him because you know his name, and he'll never die as long as you know his name. So
could we? Maybe maybe I should ask everybody. Maybe I shouldn't ask here.
That's a good point. And meanwhile, back in the waking world, Bill, Lita, and Holly have been asleep for only about 5 minutes. But you saw all of them just simultaneously. Like Holly basically clapped her hands, and they all just.
You're muted.
Yeah, hit the button. They all just simultaneously passed out. What are the rest of you doing while they are in the dream?
That was like really weird and freaky.
You guys, I don't like any of this. Zahara actually gets up and she just starts pacing around the room, almost trying to come up with something to do, but there's nothing to do except wait.
Gabriel's going to stand up and just say, Billy, keep an eye on them. Call me if they wake up, start convulsing, anything like that, anything that we saw out of the pizza gentleman. And he's gonna take out his phone and just like go step outside, and he's gonna dial a number and call in
with a long country code.
Yep.
All right. Number, as per standard procedure,
Mm-hmm.
you let it ring twice, hang up, call again, and then let it ring till the end, and then they call you. You hear, you have a special ringtone set just for when you're getting calls from the sect, and you hear it go off. Yes, Black.
We have a situation in Sleepy Hollow. Demonic book of some kind infiltrates people's dreams, draws power from fear. It's infected many people. There's a hospital full of them.
We are aware.
Recommendations?
You are encouraged for the time being to find any means by which necessary to contain the beast. Failing that, it will have to be execution protocol.
Understood.
How is the child, Gabriel?
And he takes just a long pause. She may have made contact. I'm still determining the nature of it.
I see. Does she know the name, Gabriel?
Yes.
Well, she wasn't a bad kid, was she?
If I can kill the creature. If.
Then we will be surprised indeed. Failing that, though, you know what you must do. Your orders are very clear.
Yes.
Can you do this, Black?
I have faith.
We all do, son. I need to know if you have guts.
You know I do.
Very well. Contact us when either it or she are dead.
And Gabriel just kind of pauses and yes, and just click, hang up the phone.
Day is full. Meanwhile, back in the room, Sniffles and Zahara, you can see that the unconscious bodies of the three of them have now these big smiles on their faces. They look like they're having fun in their dream, whatever they're doing.
Gabriel, something's changed in here. I don't know if it's good or bad. They're smiling.
That's honestly, of all the things, that's probably the least concerning.
I don't know. What if they're getting happy to death? I don't know what's going on in there. It's crazy.
Happy to death?
I mean,
What does that mean?
I don't know. Look at them. Did you see all those people? How weird it was? And that girl's not right.
I mean, well, that was the understatement of the century.
Like, do you think she escaped from like a hospital or something?
I don't know. He said she like popped up in the van. Like she just like poof, like cloud of smoke and appeared, or what?
I don't know. Maybe she just snuck past Bill, or she was hiding there the whole time and we didn't notice her.
I mean, I feel like we would notice an entire person in the back of a van, don't you think? I mean, there's a whole bunch of us.
Yeah, but we had a lot going on, and we're trying to get the pizza guy here, and it was kind of distracting.
Speaking of pizza, did anybody take the pizza out of the oven yet?
Oh God!
You smell a strong burning coming from the kitchen.
That sounds like a bad cooking roll.
Gabriel, you go running for the kitchen, and you see that it is flooded with smoke. You open up the oven, and this thing is just like a charred little briquette.
I'm just gonna take it out and take a piece and just.
It tastes about the same. It was shit pizza to begin with.
It's the great thing about Jack's. You really can't do it wrong.
Is that a real brand? I don't know.
It's like,
yeah, it's like a super cheap. It's like a $5 a thing, like frozen pizza in the Midwest.
not even $5.
Yeah,
like
$3.
sometimes it's like two
Yeah,
for $3.
It is legitimately terrible.
It's bad.
The product placement continues.
At pace.
Only the finest frozen pizza.
So, can we wake up now?
You want to?
Yeah, I think I need to talk to Gabriel. And maybe Zahara.
Okay. I'm going to stay here for a little bit if that's okay. I'm kind of like bummed out right now.
You don't want to help us talk? You don't want to help us fix it?
I can help, but you're going to have to do it in dreams. I can just be waiting for you.
Holly, I got to ask you a question.
What's up, Bill?
You know how you said that you, when you were scared of things, you started to not get scared of them, and then those little black statues would appear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if I wanted to not be scared of something? How do I make one of those black statues?
You have to face it. You got to face your fear. And if you can face it and be strong, which I know you can, you're a tough guy, Bill. If you can be strong and face it and not be afraid, then you can get one of those. And then it goes away like poof.
Holly, you said they were powerful?
Oh, yeah. These little babies, very potent. And she like takes one and just like crushes it in her hand. And you see like it looks like a little miniature like mushroom cloud. Like,
ooh.
yeah, don't go doing it to all those.
Okay. Can we use those?
Yeah, but and she just like the one she just crushed in her hand. You see it's like a little looks like you see the little like black legs. It's like a little spider she just broke. She's like, yeah, but when you break them, they come back, and now I'm afraid of spiders again.
Hmm. Do you have to break them to use them?
Yeah, and that usually gets his attention. But then, if you've got him where you want him, then you can do some magic and like trap him. I can help you with that. I can do magic.
We would love your help with that. Are there other things we could do with it? I mean, do they just power spells?
Well, they specifically power like this like dream magic stuff, it seems like. Like it seems like he's really attracted to it. But maybe there might be other uses you could maybe figure out. I don't know. I don't know everything. I'm not that smart. I just know how to do stuff. I don't know how it works.
You seem really smart.
Oh, I didn't go to doctor school though.
Yeah, but my mom went to doctor school and, well, I mean...
I know, I read it in your brain.
Oh.
Sorry, should I not do that? Is that weird?
Well, it's okay. Just let me know first, because...
Yeah, I knew you had a gun too. I thought that was kind of funny.
I took it out of Mommy's gun safe.
It's nice that she keeps it in a safe, said Colin, not Holly.
Mm-hmm. No, but she used my birthday as the password, and
Okay, we can wake up now.
okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go talk to Gabriel.
All right, but can we ride unicorns out of the dream?
Sure.
Oh, try to stop us.
Okay. This is Wind Sprinkle. He's my favorite, and she jumps up on it and like rears back on this unicorn and then flies off. And she's like, "The exit's right over here."
I follow.
And you guys fly just like straight up into the sky, and eventually you just like hit like it's like a video game. Like you like hit an invisible wall, and that you can't pass through. It's like the edge of her dream, and all of a sudden that little invisible wall just kind of opens up like a tear into blackness underneath. And as it tears and splits open, you fall through it and wake up in Bill's bedroom back in the palace. Wasn't that fun?
That was so cool, Billy. There were unicorns.
There were.
You missed the unicorns.
That was a heck of a dream.
Also, she had a movie theater.
What smells like burning?
Yeah, there was like a pizza situation. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just eat the chips.
It actually tastes kind of all right.
So Gabriel, Holly showed us some cool stuff. I think it might help.
Yeah.
Maybe we should all talk.
Let's do that. And Lita.
Yeah.
Just put the safety on your gun right there, please. Did you chamber a round? Were you carrying that with a round chambered?
No, of course not. Maybe.
I think somebody else should maybe hold the gun.
It's my gun. If you want a gun, go get your own gun.
Lita?
Can I try and grab the gun from her?
That's a bad idea.
Are you opposing it in any way?
Yes, I am not letting her take my gun.
Okay. Both of you. It's gonna just
first accidental gun death of
I know. Roll both of you roll plus cool. And it's just gonna be high roll wins.
I can't use any of my powers to influence it.
Nah, it's too quick. It's a quick reaction type thing.
7.
9.
9. You snatch the gun out of Lita's hand, and you see that she did chamber around.
Okay, I will hold on to this for safekeeping. You can get it back maybe a little bit later. Maybe I will think about it.
Gabriel, make her give me my gun back.
You know, on the scale, on the list of things that's gonna happen tonight, that's not one of them.
How am I supposed to defend myself?
Well, you were going to tell us that. How are we going to defend ourselves against this creature?
Come on, Lita. Let's go to the front room. Everybody will sit down on the sectional. We'll eat some snacks, and you could tell Gabriel about the dream stuff that Holly was telling us. Remember?
Don't you got like crazy mind powers or something?
They're very minor mind powers. And
don't talk yourself down. They're pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, if we're
mind
in a
powers are cool.
situation where you're gonna need a gun, I'll give you the gun back. But I think
What
we're
if we
gonna be
get
okay.
separated?
You have your knife.
When
Let's go
was the
sit
last
down.
time that we got like separated?
When we were at the hospital.
Well,
just now
okay,
when
but
I was
like
in a
aside
dream and
from
you were
that
out here.
time,
Before that, when I was at the playground.
like
That one-
no, when you were at the
Did we not get
playground, I was
separated?
watching you. I had my eye on you.
Anyway, so I go and sit on the living room floor.
All right. So, what did Holly tell you?
She can make unicorns in her dream.
That's actually kind of awesome. But what else did she tell you?
When she stopped being scared of things, she made little black statues of them, and they are powerful and can maybe summon the Pumpkin King and can maybe do other things.
Okay. How do you make them?
You have to stop being afraid of things.
Sounds like a process.
Yeah.
The way Holly told me is that if I'm afraid of something, I have to confront it. And if I confront it and I defeat my fear, it'll make one of those little black statues.
Bill pays attention.
Is this like the timeline on this? This seems like a longer timeline plan than we potentially have.
Luckily, we have dreams.
Also,
doesn't move
Holly
the same
has
way.
like a whole library of them.
I got a whole bunch of them, yeah. But if you want to be not afraid of something quick, fast, and in a hurry, just hop into a dream and face it.
Gabriel, I don't know how we're going to get Lita out of this and how we're going to get rid of this Pumpkin King. But if the Pumpkin King doesn't bother Holly anymore because she's not afraid of anything, maybe it has something to do with that.
I actually have an idea.
So, like, if we went into her dream to face it, though, what would we be facing? Like, Lita, what are you even scared of? Like, are we talking like, you know, worms or, you know, like the boogeyman, or what's the deal?
No, I already fought the boogeyman under the bed.
Well, I mean, I guess that's helpful, but
I don't know. Getting the Pumpkin King to leave us alone is one thing.
I think we need to get him to leave everybody
We
alone.
need to stop him.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about it, though. I would need help.
We need to know what your idea is first.
I can do stuff.
Okay,
What is it? What is it?
Uncle Bill, you can't get mad.
Well, kid, I'm already pretty pissed off about the 9mm that you kept in the backpack and the fact that you read some demon book that you found in the middle of a playground. So I'm not sure exactly what it is that's going to make me more mad than that, other than if you said that my sister owed me $1 million and didn't pay me. Go ahead.
No, she doesn't. But sometimes she does magic spells, and
Who, Holly?
no, Mommy.
What?
And one or two times she needed more people, and so I helped.
Ooh, that's bad.
Rewind a second, kid. You're telling me that my anal retentive sister Karen does magic stuff.
Uh-huh. And I didn't help this time, but she told me about one time where one of her boyfriends found out that she had another boyfriend, and she made him forget that.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know how
so,
she
but
did
like,
it, though.
what does this have to do with your idea?
Could we make everybody forget? Could we do a really big spell and make everybody forget? I don't know how to do it, but maybe
Forget what?
the Pumpkin King's name.
Kid, I don't think all those people at the hospital know the Pumpkin King's name.
I
I'm
thought
pretty sure.
It's the only way he could get them.
that's the only way he could get them.
Holly, is that true?
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I thought it was the pizza.
I thought it was the book.
What? Where'd you get the pizza from? That's crazy.
The book has the Pumpkin King's name in it.
So you're telling me that all those people over by the hospital read that same spooky ass book that you got?
That's what it sounded like.
Well, you don't have to read it. You could have someone tell you the name. That could happen too.
Well,
Can
who's
we
going
just
around blabbing the name?
Stupid people are stupid. I don't know.
These books have a way of spreading around quicker than seems possible. It's
I
not
mean,
out,
but
it's
like,
not out of the realm of possibility.
shouldn't we try it? What if it has some sort of like vulnerability to fire or something that we don't know about?
I think this idea is worth pursuing. Lita, Zara, Holly, do you think this is something that you could manage?
Yeah, if you got probably just a few little nightmare shards, it's probably enough magic to power a pretty big ritual like that could make people forget stuff.
Would it be in the physical world or in the dream world?
In the real world, yeah. I mean, I had a whole bunch of those things in the real world because they come with you when you wake up, but I never kept them. I used to keep them in my landfill. You might be able to find them if you go looking for them, maybe. But I keep all of them in my dreams. But you guys could go get your own, and then, boom.
Would
Ritual.
we have to have more to bring him to us to kill him after everyone forgets?
Might be able to do those two things at once, even. It's possible.
Sounds like the best plan. So we need to go into our dreams, confront our fears, gain these nightmare shards, and then do the ritual, confront the Pumpkin King, and slay him.
Guys, I don't know the ritual.
That's
you just make it up.
You can do that.
Just wing the magic spell. Just wing it. It'll still work anyway.
It's more of a there's no recipe, okay? It's like cooking from what I've seen of cooking. I don't really cook, but from what I understand.
Cooking recipes.
That's one way to do it, yeah, but also like
and some of them suck.
You can just kind of like feel it out, just like a dash here, a gallon there,
That sounds like a terrible idea. And also, is it okay to just go into people's heads and pluck stuff out without their permission?
I believe we're going to be going into our own heads.
And therefore have permission.
So, Lita, did your mom ever have like a special book that she kept anywhere? Because if she was doing spells, she might have written it down or performed it out of a book. Does she have a special book? Maybe it even looks like the Pumpkin King book sort of style. Maybe it's a little old, or a journal.
I saw a book. I mean, she might have had a book, but I didn't see a book. I only helped a couple of times.
You're probably really good at it though, because you can do magic and stuff. So like, you're probably better at it than your mom is.
I think so.
Yeah.
But she just said she needed more power, so I helped give power.
Oh, you got plenty of that.
So, are we gonna try this?
Who wants to go first?
I'm not sure if I know how to fight my fear.
I'll go
I don't
first.
even know what it looks like.
You want to go first?
We're all going together, right?
Yeah, we can all go together. It's just you'll have to kind of like knock down your figures one by one. You ready? This is gonna be the coolest thing that's ever happened. Me and all my friends are going into dreams.
Sounds terrifying.
I guess we're all going in together after all.
What if I'm scared of going into someone's dreams?
Can somebody just be scared of like flowers or, like a sunny day?
I mean, I'm not afraid of that, but I'm not afraid of anything. So, who wants to go first?
I believe Gabriel already volunteered.
I have.
Oh boy. Are you afraid of anything like really gross or like you've probably seen a lot of weird stuff, so the stuff that scares you must be pretty scary.
Yes.
Okay.
Should we start with somebody easier?
I don't care. I mean, it's no difference to me.
Yeah, let's go do Gabriel's first. I want to see how this works.
Okay.
All
Can I
right.
bring my gun?
No.
But the stuff in Gabriel's dreams are going to be scary.
Well, then bring a
It's
unicorn.
a dream.
Just think about a gun.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
make one with your brain.
Think about a really cool one.
All right, and everyone's coming?
Yes.
All right. All right. Here we go. Can I get some more of that Pink Floyd, Bill?
Yes. Yes, you can, kid.
Ooh. Do you want a pixie stick?
Yes, absolutely I do.
I hand her a pixie stick, and I also have a pixie stick.
She snorts it.
That's not what you're supposed to do with them.
What do you mean? It's powder. There's a straw. It's fine.
No, it doesn't taste good.
But it feels awesome. Okay, here we go. And y'all hold hands, and as the apex of Shine On You Crazy Diamond reaches. And we the group feels themselves again falling through that same kind of white limitless void until you find yourselves, everyone except Gabriel, finds yourself standing on the floor of a church.
Holly, where's Gabriel?
I don't know. Gabriel!
You said we were all going together.
Yeah, I did. I brought everybody. Gabriel! Gabriel?
Can I reach out and see if I can sense him?
Gabriel? Ooh, Echo. It's big in here.
Why is Gabriel scared of church?
I don't know. Doesn't he like church?
I don't know about this, you guys.
Did we go to the right place?
I think so. Let's look around a little bit. It's a big cathedral, and the light is just barely getting in. It looks to be late evening. There's just sort of a blue light that filters into this place. The true colors of the frescoes on the ceiling and the beautiful statuary work all around and the stained glass windows. You really can't make it out. Everything is just sort of bathed in a pale blue light. And it's in a room at the end of that cathedral behind a grated locked door that we find Gabriel. Gabriel, the high master of your order, stands before you. You are in your full ceremonial garb. You have your armor on, symbol on your tabard. You carry a sword, right? So,
or a knife.
And you are kneeling, you are genuflecting before this man, and your sword is not at your hip. It is in his hands as he lowers it down to you. Gabriel Black, do you understand the assignment you have been given?
I do.
And you understand the consequences of your actions should you undertake it?
I do.
And you elect to do it willingly in the face of God?
Yes.
Go with the Lord, Gabriel Black. May your justice be swift and merciful. And he lowers the sword and says, please grasp your weapon.
He's going to take it and sheath it at his hip and turn to... Is it there, or does he need to go?
You're at a room at the very front of the cathedral. Everyone else is outside.
Okay, he's going to walk outside.
You walk around the corner, swing the iron gate behind you, and step out from behind the high altar. The rest of you see Gabriel come out in his full getup, his whole Halloween costume getup, standing in front of the high altar with his blade drawn.
I actually want to sheath my blade.
Okay.
There's Gabriel. We're looking for you, man. We're kind of worried.
No, I'm right here. It's good to see all of you.
Yeah, let's get this fear thing out of the way.
Gabriel,
agree.
why are you afraid of church?
I'm not afraid of church, Lita. This is
Did
not
Holly bring us to the wrong place?
No, we're in the right place. He's just gonna like kind of walk and like kneel down in front of you and just say, Lita, my order has a prophecy. We have many, some of them very specific, some of them very vague. It kind of runs the gambit. And we are very mindful of tending them. And one of them describes, well, you.
How do you know it's me?
We've had several confirmations from the celestial order of your birth, the timeline of the your powers exhibiting. It all matches. And well, I was sent to watch you.
Gabriel, are you afraid of me?
No, I'm not.
I don't understand. We're supposed to be here to fight what you're scared of.
We are. We're here to confront what I'm scared of.
I don't understand.
That's all right. Now, the prophecy is not overly specific about how you say there's a fork in the road at some point. You can either be very powerful for a force of good or a very powerful force of evil. And it's my job to make sure that nothing truly horrible happens to you.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing you can control.
It's really not, unfortunately.
They sound like they're not very nice for giving you jobs that you can't really do.
It's kind of the jobs we take. We take the hard jobs.
I don't understand what we're supposed to be fighting here.
Well, Lita, we're not supposed to be fighting anything. We're supposed to be confronting a fear.
Holly made it sound like it was fighting.
Gabriel, as Lita, this beautiful little girl you've known now for a few years,
mm-hmm.
who you've come to regard as somewhat of a surrogate daughter,
mm-hmm.
against your better judgment, as she stands before you now and she tilts her head to the side and says what she says about Holly, that you see the flash of fire behind her eyes. You see the touch, you see the demonic, the taint, the
corruption.
She's been sullied.
He's just gonna put like like his left hand on her shoulder and just say, I've been watching you for some time and I've come to care about you like one of my own. I would never let one of these creatures get control of you. And I want you to know that I will take care of you.
Okay.
And he's gonna pull her in for a hug.
Oh, fuck.
And as he's hugging her, his right hand comes out with a knife and just slowly squeezes her in as he puts the knife in through her back.
You have to roll act under pressure to resist your fear.
All right. Whew. That is a 7. As he whispers in her ear.
Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Gabriel, you hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you, do you want the outcome to be that you're trying to stab her right now?
Yeah.
You hesitate, and I'm going to say everyone else, in his moments of hesitation, the rest of you see the knife in his hand.
Gabriel, don't do that.
Holy frick, man, I died for the knife.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and shoot Gabriel. Just like his arm though. Like just his arm.
No, guys, stop. Are you afraid of not killing me?
No.
Then I don't understand. Aren't we confronting it?
We are.
Can we stop together?
Do it.
Gabriel, don't
Do it.
do that.
Gabriel's arms just kind of go down to his side, and he just kind of drops the knife.
Pathetic.
See, he hears this voice, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
You will find out exactly who I am when you face me.
Very well. On to the next one.
And the church begins to melt.
Yeah.
And you all feel the floor start to give way, and the mosaic tile begin to swirl as you begin to fall. You fall through the floor and land on carpet. You are in Bill's apartment. Zahara is not here, however. The other four of you and Holly are on the floor of Bill's apartment. There is bags of chips laid out, Halo on the TV. It's a normal night in. What do you do?
Yikes! Never try and hug me, Gabriel. Hands off.
Yeah, Gabriel is just like on the verge of hyperventilating and is just looking around and just.
Is Holly here?
Holly's with you, yeah.
Holly, what happens if we die in here or get hurt?
I don't know, but I don't really want to find out.
Are we out?
Where's Sahara?
Yeah, why didn't you bring her back?
Are we in her dream?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what's she scared of? The bathroom or something? I mean, I know it's kind of gross and I probably need to clean it, but...
Zahara, you're back at your apartment. Could you tell me what Zahara's apartment kind of looks like? What's your decor, your setup?
It's actually really minimal. She doesn't really have a lot of stuff in her apartment. It almost looks like it's just the basics. You know, there's a place to sit, there's a TV on the wall, there's a couple dishes in the cupboard, but there's really not a lot of stuff in here.
Mm. Yeah, very simple table and chair, like a simple cafe table and like a chair. You know, you have some in your living room, you know, in place of sofas and love seats and stuff, you have like patio furniture and like just like anything that you could find. But it's yours. And that's what matters. It's your place. And Zahara, as you sit, you are sitting at your cafe table. You don't know how you got here, but sort of not concerned with that at the moment because you're just enjoying the quiet and the solitude of sitting at your cafe table, drinking a cup of coffee, and just enjoying the peace and the quiet when there is a loud at the front door.
Zahara, mid-sip in her cup of coffee, drops it on the floor.
It shatters and sends scalding hot coffee all across the tile floor.
She kind of looks around, almost expecting there to be somebody else in the apartment. And she walks into the kitchen, opens up a drawer, and pulls out a gun. She starts to walk slowly towards the door. There's sort of one of there's like one of those large windows next to the door, and she walks over there and she pulls back the curtain and peeks out.
Ooh, it's cool. So it's cool that you did that. So instead of going through like the eye hole in the door, you went to the side, which is great because you see a man, bearded, disheveled looking. He looks gaunt, like he hasn't slept in days. His hair is matted and greasy, like he's been sleeping in his car. And of course he has been, because we're in downstate New York. He had to drive all the way from Missouri to get here. Looks like he drove through the night. He is tall, broad-shouldered, strong, and wearing very simple kind of like workman's clothes, Carhartt jacket, some like jeans with paint on them, and some boots and stuff. But from your angle, you can see that he's pounding on the door with one fist and has a pistol behind his back with the other. What do you do?
These apartments had like an exit out the back, right? Like a balcony patio area.
Yeah, balcony.
Correct?
Yeah.
I think we said.
Yeah, patio. You're on the first floor.
So seeing him, Zahara turns white and just bolts for the back patio.
You make a beeline for the back patio. And in your haste, you make roll an act under pressure, actually. Roll an act under pressure. Let's see how you do.
7.
You make it to the back door. In your haste, though, you make a bit of noise. Accidentally, probably, I mean, there was already the sound of your coffee cup breaking, but then just shuffling past what little stuff you have, move around a chair here and there, and you make it to the back patio door and slide it open out into the evening air, and you can hear that booming voice of his rounding the corner. Don't you try to run away from me, Zahara. I know you're here.
I run around the corner to Bill's patio door and try and open it up. If it's locked, I actually start to bang on the glass of the door.
In the apartment, you all hear banging coming on the patio door, slapping against the glass.
Gabriel's going to put down the Xbox controller because he was totally firing up Halo. And going, Zara, what are you?
Let me in. Get out of the way.
Open the door.
I shut the door behind me and lock it.
Holly said this was your dream.
Guys, I don't know what we're going to do about this one.
Well, what is it? Who is it? Where is it?
Where'd you go? I know you're in here.
Do we
Look,
hear
guys.
that?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to kill me. I know he's going to kill me if he gets in here.
Who the hell is that?
So, a few months back before I moved here, so I was married, and it wasn't going well. It got really bad, and I left.
Do you want Gabriel to go stab him?
I really shouldn't just straight up murder him, and I think the idea here is that she...
Well, it's a dream, so you wouldn't really be murdering him.
That's fair, but still.
Holly, does it work if Gabriel confronts Zahara's fear, or does Zahara have to confront Zahara's fear?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be her.
Oh.
Hey,
Are you feeling okay, by the way? You just got almost stabbed in like the last stream. Are you cool?
I mean, no, but we gotta help Sahara.
Are you guys good? Are you guys like okay? After that,
Sahara,
Sahara's stream.
I want you to listen to me. I don't know this guy. I don't know if he's scary in real life, but he's scary to you. And that's where we are right now. But you got to be brave. You can't let some guy run your whole life forever. You got a new life and you got new friends. Don't forget that. Now,
And
tell
crazy
that
mind
guy-
powers.
Tell that guy to get the hell out of your life. You could do it. I believe in you.
Can I try to help you? Here, give me your hands.
I'll go over and take Lita's hands.
Okay. And for the first time ever, I'm going to try to use Jinx for a good thing. Because I can do that.
All right.
I'm terrified of this roll.
I'm so scared of this roll.
I know.
Don't I still have a hold on you?
You do.
You still have a hold on you.
But that was a 12. So that's 14. Okay. So I can help a hunter by giving them 1 forward.
Yep.
So I'm going to do that. And then I get a second one. Do I have to use them both now?
No, you can hold it.
Okay. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna hold it, but if I see the guy, I'm going to interfere with something he is trying to do.
Okay. All right. So you feel this little kind of magical blessing go over you, Zahara. What do you do?
I look at Lita, and then I look over at Bill, and I take a deep breath, and I take a couple steps back, and I look over at Gabriel and say, "Open the door."
Gabriel's just gonna turn to you and say, "Guys like this fold when they get pushed back," and he's just gonna open the door.
And you see outside this man is pacing back and forth, looking from door to door, trying to figure out where you went. He has his hands in his jacket, in his pockets, concealing the gun. And as the door slides open, he says, I have been looking all over for you. Do you know how fucking much you worried me, Zahara? Do you know what you've done to me? Do you know how scared I've been, wondering where you ran off to? I have been worried sick, and now it's time for you to come home. So let's go.
There is no way I am going home with you. But what you are going to do is you are going to put your gun away. You're going to walk out of here. You're going to get in your car, and you're going to go drive off a bridge. And I'm going to try and use my mental dominion powers on him.
Zahara doesn't play.
Damn, son!
So.
And you get to add +1.
Ooh, nice. I hope this goes well.
Oh, yeah, you have that +1, yep. There's always luck.
So that is a 10.
That is a complete success. Holy shit. How does the mental dominion, how's that written?
It says when you gaze into a normal human's eyes, you exert your will over them. On a 10+, hold 3. You may spend your hold to give them an order. Regular people will follow your order, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm going to say Zahara because you put up with this asshole, which tells me that you must not have done this to him before, because Otherwise, it wouldn't have been as much of a problem, I suppose, right? But this is your first time being like, you know what, fuck you, and just exerting your will directly on this dude. And he's in the middle of shit talking you when you told him to go jump off a bridge or go drive off a bridge. He's like, oh, okay, so nothing's changed with your whole fucking smart mouth. It's still exactly the same. We'll take care of that as soon as we get home. Don't you? I'm sorry, and I have to leave.
Can I really quickly snatch the gun out of his coat as he's walking away?
Sure.
Just.
And you all hear the car start. And you hear the truck drive away, and you hear splash down.
Yes.
And Zahara, you feel something solid in your hand. That's not a gun. It's a little black pair of keys to his truck. He loved that truck. Drove it everywhere. And it's always the truck that when you would attempt to get away, you'd hear it coming. And you'd know that you'd been found again and that you'd have to go back. And now you're holding the keys. You're in the driver's seat now. And
That's what I'm talking about, you guys.
You did it! Oh my God, you did it!
Well done, Sarah. Well done.
That was awesome. And also, fuck that guy.
Are we gonna have
Seriously.
more control next time? Because we didn't mean to come here.
It's a little bit scattershot, but the dreams kind of do what they want to do. Fears take over. I try to target it, but all right, who wants to go next?
Don't everybody jump at once.
That was so freaking intense.
So you want to go? You want to do it?
Gabriel, will you stay with me?
Yes.
And
Yes, I will.
she's like, all right. And she runs over and grabs onto Sniffles and is like, here we go. And the apartment starts to swirl around you. And then the walls burst into dust and scatter. And again, you fall through that void for just a short time. And you find yourself in a graveyard. It is the Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. All of you recognize it.
Huh.
This isn't so bad so far.
Are we all here together?
Yeah, everyone's here. This is fine.
That's better than the last two.
A black cat walks out and walks across your path right in front of Sniffles.
I start hyperventilating and stepping back.
Can I get down and try to pet the kitty?
Mm-hmm.
I grab her by her collar and rip her back. Don't touch it! It's a cat! Look at its eyes.
Oh. Is this you're afraid of cats?
And the hairs start poking through my skin, and my jaw starts elongating and dislocating, and you're like cracking and snapping of bones, and the tearing of clothes.
Nipple, calm down. Hey, listen, buddy, take a breather.
Pulls out a tissue from someplace, a handkerchief. God.
All right, stand back. Listen, it's not going to do anything to you.
It's a tiny kitty.
Look at it.
Yeah.
The eyes.
Roll act under pressure, Sniffles.
All right. That is a 10. wisdom plus -1, so that is a 9.
That is a partial. So, Sniffles, the cat, Lita's like petting it. It's a cat. Okay, they're scary, but this one seems to be a bit docile. Perhaps you can slip away from it unnoticed. It doesn't seem to be aggressive if you just back away slowly. Perhaps everything will be okay.
I want to use my luck
Okay.
to try and confront my fear.
You use your luck. And do you want to pet it?
And I reach out a shaky hand and kind of like just barely touch it with my middle finger and pull my hand back. And when nothing happens, I will try and pet it.
Your fingers go across its back. It kind of does that thing cats do where it like lifts its butt up a little bit and raises its tail as you stroke across its back. And it's soft and nice. It's cute, kind of. It looks back at you and looks up with big amber eyes and
This one's not so bad. And I'll reach out with like shaky hands to try and pick it up.
You pick it up and it nuzzles into your shoulder.
You got a friend.
I don't think it's going to hurt anyone.
I'm glad you got that one under control, Sniffles.
What? They're terrifying.
You hear clapping.
No.
Uh-oh. You weren't scared of the cat, huh?
As stepping from behind a mausoleum is a werewolf. And it says, there you are, my gentle son.
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
I'm here to take you home, Billy.
I won't go. You can't make me.
It's time you rejoined the pack, my son. Come along now.
I'm not like the rest of you.
Yes. Yes, you are. You're just like the rest of us, Billy. You know that.
I don't even like to change.
But you like blood.
I'm allergic.
Yes, allergic. I think perhaps you're just a little touched in that regard. Perhaps it's a little anxiety of some sort, but we can deal with that. Billy, just come home and rejoin the pack. Remember how much fun it is to howl at the moon and tear out a throat with your teeth. Doesn't that sound great?
So I kind of look and like I take a involuntary step forward and start moving. I don't want to. You can't make me. And I stop and kind of dig in my heels. I don't want you in my life anymore. Go away.
I can't make you? Excuse me, I can't make you? I am your mother. You will do as I say.
And
you will come with me.
With that, without thinking, like Billy kind of like flexes his claws and like drops the cat, kind of forgetting about the cat, and bares his fangs, and kind of like does the dog thing where they hunch down a little bit, and the hackles go up on the back, but like the scared dog thing when like a smaller dog is facing down a bigger dog, and they're not aggressing, but they're also not retreating.
Aren't you hungry, Billy? And you brought food.
I'm fine. I had pizza.
Pizza. You would disgrace your heritage by eating carbs? What is... No. We will deal with this at home, but for now, you're coming with me. And she reaches out to grab you. You would have to roll act under pressure to avoid it.
Okay, I will attempt that.
Okay.
And I give him my last hold for a +1.
Sure.
We'll do that.
You get a +1 to your roll?
Awesome. So that is going to be a 8.
An 8 partial. She reaches up to grab you. You grab onto the arm. Neither of you are moving, but you are now kind of like locked in this little struggle. What do the rest of you do?
I try to boost his morale. I yell out to him. Sniffle, Billy, be a man. It's time for you to stand on your own. You could do this, man. Come on.
All right. I will give a +1 to Billy's next roll for that, just for the inspiration sort of there. But this is the same location where a lot of you met many years ago, this spot at Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. And as Sniffles and his mother are locked in this little grapple, Gabriel, you start to feel the familiar feeling of the hairs in the back of your neck standing up. That there is something else here around.
I'm going to just slowly turn, hand on scabbard, hand on hilt, ready to draw the sword, but not drawing yet, and just survey around.
Yeah.
Billy?
Roll a read a bad situation roll.
You need to conclude this. All right, read a bad situation.
Yep.
That is a 6.
All right. That's a sharp roll.
Yes, it is.
All right. Yes. Excellent. Emerging from around you, Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from between the headstones, between the mausoleums, and encircling where you are dozens of very familiar faces.
Yeah.
You remember them very well. In the afterlife, they probably remember you as you were the last face that they saw. You see, all of you see dozens, close to 100 people, average folks dressed in normal clothes, but they've all had their throats slit. And blood is just dripping down the front of them. And they all stare accusingly at Gabriel.
Hey, Holly, whose nightmare are we in right now?
Yeah, it's getting a little unclear.
I think we're getting some bleed here, Gabriel. Think you didn't quite face your fear the first time, and now it's starting to bleed over a little bit here. Also, what did you do?
Who are these people?
They were members of a cult. Perhaps not all of them true believers, but they sealed their own fates with their decisions. Billy, can we please move on?
So she said I had brought food with me, right? No, mother, these aren't food. These are friends. And since we're kind of in that grapple thing, I want to just lunge at her her throat with my teeth.
Hell yeah, roll kick some ass.
Ooh, so that's a 9 plus 2 is an 11.
That is a complete fucking success. All right, what's the harm on your claws there?
My teeth are a 3.
Oh, well, you're going with the teeth, right?
Oh, yeah.
Teeth are a 3. Okay. And you knock her back onto the ground and get your teeth on her neck, and she howls and claws at you back and tries to push you away. Roll an act under pressure.
That's going to be a 5.
Mark experience.
Woohoo.
As you bite into her neck, she pulls you away, digs her claws into your shoulders, and then bites you right back. You take 3 harm.
Ooh. Alrighty.
And Gabriel, you had just said they were members of a cult. One of them steps forward, and you see that it's this young woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was only about 15. And you see that she's holding her throat closed so that she can talk. She's pinching off the air that's escaping, but still some of that is escaping from between her fingers. And as she talks, you can see the blood kind of bubble off of her neck, and you can hear a wheezing noise as it escapes. And she says, "Is that what you tell yourself?"
It's what you were. A cult. You followed, honestly, a lesser demon. We dealt with him as well. You swore an oath, as did I. I followed mine.
We were enthralled. You could have helped. You
I did.
chose not to. No,
I freed you all. I laid you to rest.
there is no rest. It goes on and on and on. The pain of hell. You did that to us.
You did that to yourself.
No, you did that to us. And they start to close ranks around you, Gabriel.
I think Gabriel's going to, put his sword completely away and stand there and just kind of bow his head in a small prayer to him, a small, private prayer, and just look to weather it. Kind of look inside, internal, and assess himself, sort of.
Roll an act under pressure.
That is a 10.
That will do it. As they close ranks around you, you look inward, mutter a prayer to yourself, and ask for guidance. And it hits you, as these moments always do, when the Lord finally speaks to you. It always comes in a flash. What they really want is an apology.
Gabriel's eyes are going to slowly open. And as they're kind of closing in, he's just going to look at them all and say, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't discover what was happening to you sooner. I'm sorry. My oath did not allow me to take other action. I'm sorry I did not see the other paths. I'm sorry."
And the girl staggers toward you with her hand on her throat and puts a hand on your shoulder. And looks to you and looks to Lita. Learn from this. And as they start to fade, Billy, you're still wrestling with your mom. In the background of this touching scene, Billy and his mom are still tumbling over each other, sinking claw. And I'm not going to add any harm, but sinking in claw and tooth, and you're getting scratched up and bitten. And what do you do?
I'm gonna try and get her to. I'm gonna try and pin her to the ground and get her to turn her head.
Okay. Do a kick some ass.
That's not so great. That is an 8.
That is an 8. Okay. So you successfully pin her to the ground. Are you using you trying to inflict some harm here, like some claws or something, or?
I think so. I think that's probably how our kind solves these disputes.
Yeah. So you get her to the ground and slash with her claws. She gets you down the side with hers. You're gonna take another 1 harm. But she is gonna also take harm. And as she claws at you and you claws at her, she finally relents, and you can feel her grip loosening, and she falls and lands at your side. And she turns her head to you and says, I just wanted what was best for you, son.
The old ways are done, Mother.
You need to be with your people.
I've chosen new people.
Roll and act under pressure to finally face your fear. Once and for all.
That is going to be a 4.
Do you want to use luck?
I want to make things interesting and use the last of my luck.
You are doomed.
I am
but
doomed.
You are doomed, but you
Not
have succeeded.
Billy.
Billy has succeeded. And she begins to break apart into ash and start to float on the wind. With like a whisper that's like, clean your room. As she disappears into the night sky. And Billy, you see clasped in your hand now is a clump of her fur that has turned black. It has solidified almost. It feels like every strand almost feels like a pine needle. And there's these little black kind of obsidian clumps of hair in your hand. Gabriel, you find in your hand that girl. She was the last one, the one that you just talked to. That 15-year-old girl. She wore a necklace that you remember very well because it didn't fit your whole image of this cult thing. She was wearing a rosary. And she wore it and didn't burn her skin. She had it on. And you look down at that rosary as you slit her throat. You remember that very clearly. And now that rosary is wrapped around your hand. It is black, slightly shiny, like an obsidian rosary. So that's 3 of y'all. This is kind of spooky, guys, but kind of fun. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Oh, so we're saving me for last then. Okay.
Who wants to take bets on what they think Bill's afraid of? Is it like flat tires on your van?
I wish.
Or cable management.
You use zip ties. You probably use lots of zip ties.
He does. He uses a lot of zip ties.
The truth is I don't know what it is. Never seen it before.
I'm gonna grab his hand. We're with you, Uncle Bill.
Thanks, kid. Well,
Okay.
time to go back to Grandma's house.
Oh. It smells there.
It does smell. It smells like death. And as the graveyard around you begins to fall away, you all find yourself landing on you land rather roughly on a hardwood floor. As you land, it kicks up a cloud of dust. There's a little light coming in through a window at the end, but you see that you are at the top of a staircase, and above you are the open, exposed beams and vaulted ceiling of an attic. At the far end is a single window that looks down onto the backyard. To your left is the staircase that goes downstairs, and the rest is just a big open space that has been, through the years, filled in with random bits of shit that have accumulated as grandmothers always do. There's an old rocking horse up here. There's a bunch of old toys, big boxes of old clothes, stacks of books. But that's it. It's just an attic. It's a dusty old attic.
Do I hear it?
You hear low. Oh, hold on a second. You hear low and rumbling coming from seemingly beneath the floorboards.
Ah, fuck.
What is it, Uncle Bill?
It's the thing that lives in the attic.
Grandma has a thing that lives in her attic.
Shh.
Is it a monster?
I don't know what it is. I've never seen it. Don't move.
Without moving, I'm going to try to reach out and attune my mind to the monster.
All right. It seems to be sleeping. You can hear it snoring. So reach out and attune to it.
All right. So I rolled a 7 plus 2 is 9.
Okay. What does that get you?
I get 1 hold.
1 hold.
Let's go with, where is the creature right now?
Beneath your feet.
There's something down there.
We can't go back down the stairs. It'll hear us. The stairs always creak. It'll wake up.
How does it even fit under the floor? Isn't Grandma's house downstairs?
Yeah, but it can move in between things. One time I heard it in the walls of my bedroom. Most of the time I would just hear it in the closet going up to the attic.
Well, we got to fight it, right? That's what Billy did, and that's what...
I don't know how to fight it. I've never seen it before.
You gotta get it to come out so you can see it.
I don't know.
Look, you talked all of us through this.
Yeah,
you
that
can
was
do it too.
You guys were scared of stupid things. This is a fucking monster.
It's probably like some weird chipmunk or something that got stuck in the walls. Like,
I fought the monster under my bed. We can help. Gabriel has a sword. Granted, the monster under my bed was a little monster, and this one sounds like it might have had time to grow up.
look, this is your dream. Like, you're in control right now. You can do this. You can do it.
It knows we're here.
Don't we want it to know we're here? We can't confront it if it doesn't know we're here.
I think I got an idea. Hold on. Let me look around. I start looking around through the crap in the attic for the box where my mom put all my old Star Wars stuff.
Hell yes. You totally
I try to find my Star Wars. I try to find my Star Wars lightsaber flashlight.
Yes, absolutely yes. And the batteries still work. Keep going.
I concentrate because I know that it doesn't like the light. I turn it on and I aim it towards the darkest corner of the attic. I know you're back there.
What character lightsaber, by the way?
This one's orange because it's not a real Star Wars brand.
It's aftermarket.
Because my mom only bought the cheap stuff from garage sales.
It's the best answer you could have possibly given. Thank you for that. You shine an orange light in the darkest corner. And standing there is Lita.
Oh, come on. Somebody else is scared of me?
I walk slowly towards the thing.
What are you gonna do, Uncle Bill? Are you scared of me?
Yeah.
You should be. Come here. Give me a hug.
I got a better idea. See, there's something you don't know. There's something about this lightsaber.
I'm listening.
Well, I found it out. See, I found out that at nighttime, when the whole house was dark, as long as I had this lightsaber, nothing would make me scared, not even you. So now it's time for you to go to bed. I swing the lightsaber at the thing.
Roll and act under pressure. Keep it together, baby.
7 + 1 is 8.
8. Okay. The light from the lightsaber, as it flashes across its eyes, it seems to like squint and burn and dive out of the way. And it lands, this little Lita clone lands and holds up a hand and pushes it toward you. You are...
In my mind, I imagine that I am Obi-Wan Kenobi and I can block anything that comes towards it because I know that no matter what it does, it cannot defeat me. And I just sweep back and forth against it.
Roll another act under pressure.
And I don't mean young Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean old, confident, even though he's going to die, he'll still be a blue ghost outline and nothing can defeat that.
Shit, yeah.
Now I'm talking.
What you got?
Plus 10. 1 is 11.
You all see that his flashlight manifests into an actual fucking lightsaber. As it throws up a hand, you just deflect away whatever it was trying to do, bring the sword back around, and hover the lightsaber right over its neck as it snarls at you.
Now, You get out of this house, and I don't want you to ever come back.
Very well. No substitute for the real thing.
And as the dream begins to melt away around you and the attic starts to open up to the sky and fall away, the lightsaber solidifies in your hand into a black obsidian lightsaber.
Now we're talking.
And the dream starts to fade. And we find ourselves now on a playground.
Is it the playground by the apartment building?
It's not. No, it's one that looks very well maintained. Like the gravel here has actually been like properly raked, like a Zen garden. And it looks to be very, very well maintained, very well painted, and all these beautiful wooden structures, places to hang from, places to hide, beautiful little fort. And you see right next to it is a sign that is the All Saints Catholic School for Girls. And Lita, you find that suddenly you already had your uniform on, so yeah.
Yeah. I changed my mind. I don't want to do mine. Do we have enough?
I don't think there's any turning back.
I don't think that's how it works.
Oh.
We have to.
But I don't have a lightsaber.
I'll be right here. If
You
need
got
anything.
us, kid. You got us. We're right here.
No, because, see, Gabriel was scared of me, and
I wasn't scared of you.
you were, and Uncle Bill was scared of me, and
Uncle Bill might have been scared of you, but I wasn't scared of you. I'll be right here.
and what if you see here makes you scared of me?
I won't be.
We're already kind of scared of you. I don't think you have to worry about it.
You all hear a scream, a gut-wrenching, horrific scream of pain. The scream that someone only makes when they are undergoing just a blinding level of pain.
I'm going to go look
Yeah,
at
go
the
ahead.
sound.
Gabriel's just going to like eye contact with Lita when he hears it. Let's go.
And just at the center of the playground, as you walk ahead, right next to the monkey bars, you see a young boy is on the ground writhing in pain. His leg is shattered, and there is a piece of white bone sticking out from his skin. There's blood that has soaked into the gravel beneath him, and he is wailing, and standing over him is another Lita.
Gabriel's going to put his hand on Lita's shoulder and just say, you see, your fear is the same as mine. You're afraid of yourself and what you are becoming. It's the same for me.
I'm not becoming anything.
What
I
you
was
might
always
become.
this.
You're afraid. Your greatest fear is contained within. It is you. My greatest fear was me.
I don't think that's what the greatest fear was. You had like zombies in a graveyard and stuff.
To be fair, I think the graveyard was Billy's, but it's unclear. There's a bit. Never mind. We're focused on you.
Are there other kids around?
They are, but they have backed away. You see, there are other kids who at one time had formed a circle around this, but have backed away and are now hiding anything they can get. so that they can keep an eye on what's happening, but they look upon you with the utmost terror.
Lita, I remember this day.
What do you mean you remember this day? You weren't there.
I was.
No, you weren't. There was nobody on the playground. It was just us.
I saw. I was in the building.
The teacher saw.
I just kind of like indicate over towards like one of the nearby windows.
Mm-hmm.
You felt terrible about this.
He shouldn't have been mean to me.
He shouldn't have been. You shouldn't have broken his leg.
I didn't break his leg on purpose.
I know, and you felt terrible. Lita, you are a good kid.
And the other Lita, turns, snaps its head, and looks at Gabriel and the real Lita. Says, "No, she's not.
You are.
No, she's not.
You make mistakes, just like any other kid, but unfortunately, you have powers that make the consequences of your mistakes a bit more." And he just looks over, dramatic. You're a good kid, Lita.
No,
and
you're
you
rotten.
Know that.
You're absolutely rotten, and you know it. Because when that boy fell down and his leg broke, you felt really good. I know, I was there. I'm you. I felt so nice.
He wasn't going to hurt me anymore.
No. He doesn't hurt anyone anymore these days.
No.
We should have gone to the funeral. That would have been the right thing to do.
His mommy didn't want me to come.
Well, his mommy's stupid. But didn't it feel good? We were so powerful.
We were able to protect ourselves.
We were. And no one could tell us what to do.
They couldn't. But we shouldn't hurt people.
We shouldn't. But we do. And that's okay. Because we're better than them. They can't do what we can do.
That's not why we hurted him.
No, maybe not. But it could have been. No one can push you around, Lita. No one can push us around.
I don't hurt people because I like it.
Maybe not yet. But you will. We will. We'll hurt lots of people. And it'll be fun.
And Lita is standing there with tears streaming down her face right now. You can't make me do that.
Why not?
Gabriel said you can't make me do that.
Why don't you try it? Go ahead. Try it on Gabriel.
I'm not going to hurt Gabriel.
Roll act under pressure.
Okay. 9.
You look to Gabriel and look back at Lita, yourself. I want you to roll a kick some ass, but just wait, I won't tell you what, but go ahead and roll it right now.
Okay, sure. It's 5 and I have a -1.
The other Lita tries to attack Gabriel. Gabriel, you feel like a psychokinetic force hit you, and it feels very weakened. It feels as if Lita tried to hit you in the mind, but this other Lita, is not your Lita, and she does not represent the way your Lita actually feels, and clearly she's not as strong as she thinks she is.
You see, Lita? You have a choice. And you made the right one.
Yeah.
She just kind of gives like a very approving little nod.
I'm going to ignore her and go over and help the little boy on the ground.
Get away from me! Get away from me!
Shh. It's okay.
It hurts.
I know.
It hurts so bad.
You shouldn't kick people, but you didn't deserve to have your leg broken.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Guys, I don't know how to fix it. Can somebody help? I'm going to try to, I don't know, fix it.
Roll a use magic. That's weird.
Okay. That's weird, right?
Yep.
Eight plus 2 is 9.
8 plus 2 is 10.
Oh, 10. Haha, 10. I can do math.
I'm going to count this. You...
I thought you were good at algebra.
Lita's good at
algebra. You place your hands down on his leg, and the bone starts to suck back into the skin. And it seals over. And you see that from where he fell down, there's a tear in his jeans where the bone poked through. And you kind of lay your hands across that, and you just sort of absent-mindedly cleaning him up, just like tear off the excess fabric that's kind of hanging there. And then it solidifies in your hand. It's this black piece of denim, essentially.
Oh, come on, guys. This is a really lame shard. Everybody had cool-looking things.
Can't pick them, sorry.
Holly, will you trade me? You had cool-looking shards.
Lita, it's
What?
not what the shard looks like. It's what it means.
Oh. But I wanted it to look cool.
I know, but no one's shards will ever look as cool as mine.
Just, I'm going Stoneface Gabriel's like, he's right. That's pretty awesome. I mean, like, it's a lightsaber.
Yeah, it's all awesome until we break them to use them for the ritual.
It's true.
Speaking of that, Holly.
Does it mean we're done?
It's time.
Let's do it.
Okay. We're going to go back to mine just for a little bit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And all of you immediately find yourself in the Lisa Frank hellscape that is Holly's dream. You all land, you all fall through the sky and then land on individual Pegasi.
I like it here.
Okay. I'm just going to go take a quick ride around and then just meet me on the floating ice cream island in like
Gabriel,
5.
didn't I tell you it was cool?
Which one? It looks like there's a few of them.
Oh, the Neapolitan assortment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one with sprinkles.
Yeah.
Come, Wind Sprinkle, and her and Wind Sprinkle.
Like, they're called Jimmies, but okay, fine.
That is a thing. And you all land on the Neapolitan ice cream island.
Ah.
And Holly lands back down a few minutes later. She says, "It's pretty, isn't it?"
Does it have to go away?
I don't know. I'm worried. I just want to get one last good look at it just in case.
You and I could make it again. After?
Could try. Okay. Everyone sit down. Grab a bowl of ice cream if you're hungry.
Yeah.
Later,
So
grab
you're one
a
of
bowl of
those
ice cream.
like when you eat no Holly, when you eat your ice cream, do you try to get all 3 flavors in one spoonful or do you just eat one at a time?
I try to do them one at a time. I'm not a psychopath.
Thank you.
I mean,
I met a
chocolate and
guy-
strawberry just go together.
I met a guy who would
False.
eat a banana by peeling the whole thing and then taking the entire naked banana out with his hand and then just eating the whole thing that way from the middle. That is a certified psychopath.
That's I think Gabriel's oath requires him to kill that person.
I think that's what our 2-year-old does.
Yeah. It's
Keep an eye on
acceptable if you're under 5.
No, you keep an eye on that child. Don't let him near animals.
Ironically, he too is named Gabriel.
Yeah. Oh.
Are we able to do this here? I thought we had to go back to the real world.
We could do it here or in the real world.
Is he going to be stronger here or in the real world?
Well, I don't know what he's like in the real world. That could work. But I have an idea that I think will work if we do it in here.
Let's do it here.
Let's do it here.
Okay.
Well, wait, what's the idea first?
I think I have to use some of my shards. And I'm just a little scared because it means I'm going to be scared of stuff again. I guess I'm scared of being scared.
We'll be here with you.
But Holly, if you're scared of being scared, then you're already scared of stuff and he could get you again.
Yeah, I thought of that too.
And the only way you not be scared of being scared is to confront being scared. You taught us that one.
That's a strong
That's
point.
true.
Yeah. So let's kick his ass.
And like sometimes it's fun to be scared.
Remember the scary movies we're going to see? It's not fun to watch them if you're not scared. I think you're muted again.
Okay. Everyone put your things down.
Put my
She
thing-
arranges them in a little pentagram.
Okay.
Really? Seriously?
It's actually a thing. Like,
Can we-
we've had some issues. It's all right. And I think the bylaws allow it in this kind of instance.
Okay. Now we have to light them up. So all we have to do is just, it's like stoking a fire. You just blow on it, but you have to think about something that makes you happy. And then just, and they should start to light up. Lita, what are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of being by myself at the playground.
Back at the jungle gym. Gabriel, what are you thinking of?
His family, wife, his 6 kids.
Fucking Catholics. Zahara, what are you thinking of?
I'm thinking of that one time that I beat Bill in Halo. I utterly destroyed him. And you guys, it was so epic.
Sniffles, what are you thinking about?
Sniffles is thinking about being curled up on the couch, reading a book, looking through his glasses, which he doesn't wear anymore because he doesn't need them.
When you said curled up on the couch, I pictured you totally like a dog with like your tail over your nose. Bill, what are you thinking about?
Thinking about that one awesome dream that I had 12 years ago where me, Carlos Santana, Jimi Hendrix, and David Gilmour were sitting around smoking a hookah, eating Giordano's deep dish sausage, pepperoni, and mushroom pizza. And it was awesome.
Bill, you're a simple man and I love you.
That is the best toppings for a pizza ever.
Amazing. And as you all go to your happy places in your head, you feel that your shards begin to splinter and crack. A green energy escapes from between the cracks. And as they finally all break and shatter, they form these 5 green shimmering pillars that extend all the way up as high as you can see, a bit like bars of a cage. And from within them, beginning to descend from above, you see him coming. He is as you remember him. Pumpkin head and all. And as he lowers and stands between the bars, he looks at you all somewhat curiously.
You called. What is this? What do you want from me? Just to talk?
We don't want you to hurt anybody anymore.
What do you intend to do about it?
Kill you mostly. Actually, all the way. We're gonna go with all the way kill you.
You can't. Well, if you kill everyone else first, but that's not a problem for someone like you, Gabriel.
Well, man, we're gonna make like an evening at Bill's place, and everyone's just gonna forget everything.
Yeah, can Lita, Zara, Holly, can we accelerate the ritual magic thing so that, you know, as
Let's
Gabriel
do it.
starts pulling out his sword.
You wish to settle this the old way. Very well.
And he charges at Gabriel. Breaking through the bars, you see the green beams break like fluorescent light bulbs as he charges at Gabriel, both hands drawn, and lunges for your head. Gabriel, roll an act under pressure.
All right. That is 12.
Ooh! You duck and dive out of the way of the Pumpkin King. Scoot underneath his legs. The training kicks back in, and he squares up to you. You square up to him, and the fight is on. Meanwhile, Holly, God, I just realized I still have this fucking pumpkin head on as I'm doing this. Meanwhile, Holly looks to Lita and Zahara and says, "I have an idea. I think it'll work. I'm a little scared. I'm scared, but we need my shards. We need all my shards right now.
Bring them.
I have a lot. I need you to help me summon them."
I grab her hand.
Okay, here we go. Zahara and Lita roll weird.
Okie dokie.
8.
That is a 14.
Ooh. I'd say that more than makes up for it. Lita, you concentrate on Holly's shards to try to bring them here, and you feel like a little ping, 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 ping as they like kind of like rain down on you.
Come on, that's not what I meant. I wanted the wall again.
Zahara, you summon in your mind just like a crate just comes down, a well-organized crate filled to the brim with her nightmare shards. There are hundreds of them. I think just all of them. I think we need to use all of them. It should probably work.
Okay.
What are we going to do with them?
We're going to break them. We're going to break all of them.
Are we still making everybody forget?
I think I have something that will work better, but you have to just, if I tell you what it is, you probably won't agree to do it. So just, you'll be fine. You'll be, no one's going to get hurt. No one's going to get hurt. But
Are you going to be fine?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Then let's not do it. Let's do the other plan.
You guys, we don't really have time to talk about this. Like, Gabriel's dying over there.
He's fine.
Meanwhile, Gabriel, roll whatever you want to do, or if you want to roll kick some ass, or if you're gonna fight the Pumpkin King.
I'm going to. Can I roll weird to push the limits?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, let's do this. 7. That's going to be a 9 to exceed human capabilities here in a second.
Okay.
Right
on.
I'm gonna say it is like it's like the Paladin thing. Like he starts glowing a bit and has a bit of depth added to his voice, and he looks at Square in the eye and says, "Judgment has come for you today, demon. I'm here to end you and bring you to judgment." And I'm going to step in and slash with my sword and try to actually hurt this thing.
Okay. You use no limits, so you pump yourself up a bit. I'm going to say you feel the power of the Lord surging through you, but oh, I do still have a hold on Lita. You feel the power surge through you, and it's almost like something. Maybe it's something to do with the dream, something to do with the fact that this is not quite physical reality.
Mm-hmm.
But it causes you a measure of pain as you focus yourself. You feel a kind of mental sharpness. Take 1 harm as you charge, and then you're doing a kick some ass.
Yeah.
All right.
Oof, that wasn't good. That's a 6 total.
Mm.
Does the push the limits impact this at all?
I'm gonna say it's gonna make it a partial. That will give you a +1. I'll give that.
All right.
So that is a partial, which means that you're gonna take harm and it's gonna take harm. What's the harm of your sword?
The harm of my sword is 3.
3. You hit him for 3. And as you charge at him and slash at him with your sword, he takes the hit and then brings his arm back up around you, grabs you by the back of the tabard, and throws you over his head. You go soaring, and you land smack. It looks like Holly's dream. As you're getting tossed around, Holly's dream is breaking.
Ooh.
And you land on a cloud, but instead of being a soft, puffy cloud, it feels hard as concrete, and you feel as if glass shatters underneath you. And that part of her dream just starts to dissipate. And you will take 2 harm yourself.
All right. I'm gonna reduce that down to 1 for armor.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. I took the other one. I figured the other one pierced armor, like basically
it was.
Yeah. So he's gonna roll up into a crouch and re-square up at that point.
All right. You guys are attempting to get a ritual going. You have limited time because Gabriel can only hold this fucker off for so long.
So seeing them doing the ritual and Gabriel could possibly use some help, I want to go into full-on wolf form.
Shit, yeah.
Skipping the hybrid. And I would also like to try and push the limits.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah. And, it's going to be a 15.
Woo! Oh, dub 6s. All right. So
Billy's done playing.
Billy? Oh, and you're doomed. Yeah, Billy, you're doomed.
I am doomed.
You turn into the werewolf that your mother always wanted you to be. Big and vicious and terrifying. You haven't gone this far into werewolf mode in a very long time. But you completely let yourself go, and you become a massive, completely pumped up, rippling muscle werewolf. Are you going to attack?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go for the hamstrings.
Shit, yeah. Kick some ass.
All right. So that is going to be a 9.
9. So you'll take harm and it'll take harm. So You dive at the back of its legs as it's attacking Gabriel. You sink your teeth in and bite down, and you feel like the crunch as it swings its arm behind and scratches up your back with a claw that seems to manifest as it's used. What's the harm? You do 2 harm with your teeth, I think?
With my teeth, I actually miscalculated. It was 3, but it's a 4 because of Claws of the Beast.
Oh, cool. 4, and then you are going to take 2 harm.
Okay.
As it slashes up your back. You're probably in bad shape right now, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, I am.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, as a mundane, I got to pick 3 mundane moves.
Yep.
And I could do any of those 3, or like all 3 of them, but then once they're used, they're used.
No, they can be used as many times as you want.
Okay, because I have a move called Oops.
Oh, yeah.
And I've where I stumble across something and see Bill the cable guy, part of his job is fixing cable and troubleshooting. And this whole time we've been thinking about this unkillable pumpkin-headed motherfucker. And Bill the cable guy is thinking about how everybody had to face their fears, and Bill the cable guy is wondering, what's the pumpkinhead afraid of? What's his biggest fear?
Ooh. It dawns on you. I'm just going to give this one to you. He feeds on fear. The one thing that would scare him, if anything, is the lack of fear. The only thing he's afraid of is your friend Holly.
Not anymore. As the Pumpkin King is wrecking my friends, Bill the cable guy, it occurs to him that it's time for him to stand up. And he looks over at the trio who are trying to do this ritual. And he says, you guys got to focus. You guys have to do this. Lita, there's something I realized about your anal retentive mother. I get it now, you see. I understand why she's such a control freak. It's the fear.
Right.
She has to be in control. Otherwise, the fear will overtake her. You have to be in control, Lita. All 3 of you, Zahara, Holly, Lita. Now is the time. You guys got to do this. Don't be afraid. You could do this. He's nothing. He's nothing. And I use the power of heart.
Oh, that's right. You have the power of heart. Fuck. Oh, that's a good power.
That ritual, I'm trying to help my friends fight a monster with their ritual.
Yeah. That is an auto success on that, yeah.
And yeah.
The power of heart, so you automatically, as if you rolled a 10 on the help out action. All of you focus.
Best name for a power ever.
I know. Earth, water, wind, fire.
Captain Planet.
All of you focus. And Lita and Zahara roll a weird. And I'm going to give, because Bill inspired me, I'm going to give you both, as if he helped both of you. You both get a +1 to your roll from his help out action.
12.
12.
Yes.
Lita?
Doing math. I think it's 8. 5 + 2 + 1. Yeah.
Oh, this is that scene from Clue. 5.
You know what? I haven't used any luck this entire game. I'm going to be lucky to make it a max roll.
Yeah.
Shit, Chaz. And Holly reaches for the crate of her fears. And with your inspiring words, Bill, she superhuman strength picks up the entire crate, turns it over, and dumps them out onto the ground, and they all start to break as beams of green light are shooting up into the sky. And the Pumpkin King seems to be drawn to that, all of that delicious fear that is swirling around, and he is looming over Gabriel, wrestling with Sniffles, and then all of a sudden breaks away from the two of you and charges directly at the big mound of shattered fears before you. And Holly, as the Pumpkin King approaches, says, all of you need to wake up now.
No.
Let's get out of here.
I'm not leaving Holly.
It's time to go.
If you can protect someone
You could protect someone
by telling them what to do or by leading them out, roll charm instead of tough.
Yes, that is a power. I forgot you have that. That hasn't come up yet. Yeah, go ahead.
Bill has a 7. Plus 2 is 9.
9.
But
Someone
Bill
can roll
also
it.
hasn't used any luck, so let's burn that luck point and get the fuck out.
Holly is
I grab
concentrating.
Lita by the arm, and I pull her out of the dream with me.
Can I grab Holly on the way out?
You grab Holly. You guys, like monkeys in a barrel, grab arms as the Pumpkin King, you see his hand reaching out toward Holly. He just gets her on the wrist as you pull through. And you all wake up in Bill's living room.
Is Holly there?
Holly is there. She is hugging herself and rocking back and forth.
Oh man, that was wild.
Hug her. Can I go hug her?
Yeah. I forgot how many things I was afraid of.
What
That
happens
was a
now?
lot.
I think he's... Well... Lita, do you remember?
Do I remember?
You try to think about it, and it just won't come to you.
I don't remember.
Billy grabs a remote and turns on the news.
Dude, I don't want to watch this crap.
I want to start petting Holly's hair.
Breaking news from Sleepy Hollow, as there appears to be a breakthrough in the pandemic of sleeping sickness that has struck. People are beginning to wake up now. Eyelids have begun to flutter all across the city for unexplained reasons. We go down to the field now. Chet, what is the deal in Sleepy Hollow? Well, I'm afraid I don't know. It's been I don't know why all newscasters talk this way in my world, but it's been a wild 48 hours in Sleepy Hollow, but we are happy to say that it is now, we are coming through the other side now, and hopefully all will be well. We can put this all behind us. Well, that's very optimistic of you, Chet. We go now to sports, and mute.
Gabriel's going directly into the living room, picking up the book where he left it, going into the kitchen, turning on the stove, catching the corner on fire, and just putting it in an empty sink and letting it burn. And he's going to stand there and watch
I said we should do that
down to ashes.
a long time ago. We could have saved ourselves all this dream stuff if we just would have lit it on fire in the first place.
I think we did it.
I'm proud of you.
Me?
Lita, Holly.
Oh.
I'm proud
Oh,
of
you
both
too.
of you. Both of
Holly.
you deserve something special.
Holly.
Wait, what? Wait, he said he got me something. What is it?
Holly.
What?
Chocolate bar.
Do you remember
Oh.
his name?
Yes. He's He's in there now. We trapped him. But he's trapped in my dream. He can't hurt anybody else.
That's okay. I'm going to find Mommy's spell and we'll make you forget him.
I hope so. Can I stay here for a while?
Sure, kid.
At Uncle Bill's place?
He has Halo. And as all of you sit down to have a calm evening in of Halo, two things happen at once. Gabriel.
I'll be right back. I have to take this.
Black.
It's done.
Yes, we are aware. Excellent job.
Thank you.
We're also aware that you have been associated with a lycanthrope.
He's proven a very useful companion.
Black, we have rules. You know the protocol. Meanwhile, Sniffles. Perhaps it was the influence of the dream. Perhaps it was finally becoming that werewolf your mother always wanted you to be in a dream, but that pull feels stronger now than it's ever felt. And you can see that the hairs on your hands are beginning to grow a bit longer as you crave for meat. As Gabriel enters the room, looks at the back of your head, and thinks about the awful things to come. That's where we will end our mystery. I had to find a way to get the two doomed guys in at the end.
Who doomed?
Oh, I thought you were doomed. You're not doomed?
No, I only used one luck.
Oh, okay, well, yeah. That was meant to be your being doomed. Like, you're gonna have to go kill your friend.
Well, I mean, I'm here for it anyway, so.
I misunderstood that. I thought you were doomed. Like, yeah, how can I fuck over Gabriel and him at the end?
That's fair enough. I mean, he deserves it.
I was advised I must spend all of my luck.
I mean, it's the coolest way to go.
Yeah.
The last time I did this, everyone spent all their luck, and then literally everyone died at the end. So, hi. Whew. How we doing? Everyone good?
Woo.
Yeah.
Managed to get in.
That was awesome.
Thank you. I'm so happy you managed to get in, like, attempted church murder, abusive ex-husband, murdering children on playgrounds, and cats. We got cats in too, so we really covered a lot of ground on this year.
All the evils.
All the great evils of the world. Well, geez, guys, that was so much fun. Thank you for playing along. Wow. That was hard for me. That was difficult, but very, very fun. So let's go around. This time I'm going to do reverse order. Talk about who we are, where we can be found, and well, we'll do this by how you doing, first of all. How's your character doing? What were your favorite bits, and where can we find you? So let's go first with Paula.
So Zahara is feeling rather relieved that we were able to kind of take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're basically just in time for her favorite show. So she's even gonna make that last episode.
Nice.
So it's all perfect timing. Feels like somebody wrapped it up in a package and put a bow on the top.
What's her favorite show?
America's Most Wanted.
Was that a bit of Paula getting through, or is that?
I mean, no.
All right. Great.
And I am usually just on this channel. We're playing a game tomorrow night. Mini painting next week. So
Right on. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Paula. That was great. Down below Paula, we have Laura. Laura, how's Lita doing? How are you doing? And where can we find you?
Well, Lita is fabulous. Lita has a brand new best friend who is old enough to get into all sorts of trouble that she wasn't allowed to get into previously, and is already planning on ways, A, to steal her mother's spell book and try to help, and B, to get Holly to teach me how to use my powers better.
Yeah, you and Holly are currently in her brain movie theater watching Basic Instinct, because she takes you to all she takes you to all the like NC-17 films in her brain theater now.
Like, you know, it was really hard. It used to be really hard to sneak into these movies, and now I don't have to. Laura is coming down a little bit. That was intense. I mean, I knew it was going to be intense. I wasn't quite expecting it to be that intense. That was good. So thank you for that, Colin. You can find me here tomorrow night playing someone entirely different. A starish druid. And you can find me on Instagram at shiny_math_rocks and on Twitter at shinymathrocks_, where I make dice.
And they are pretty. There's one.
And many of them roll better than Colin's do.
Yeah, don't take mine mine are They're well made. They're perfectly weighted. That's not the problem. The problem is me. It's not the dice. It's a poor workman that blames his tools.
Tonight, so
yeah, that's why I don't roll in Monster of the Week. It's fucking great. Bill, how you doing, Bill? And how's Bill? And where can we find you?
Cable Guy Bill is happy to be home and happy to be with his clan and as the official den mother of this circle of friends. He's happy that everybody made it through, and I think he learned a lot about his friends and a little bit more about himself.
Real treasure was the friends we made along the way.
Hour of Heart, baby.
Hour of Heart, baby. The real treasure was the fucking lightsaber.
Yes. I am doing great. I want to say thank you to Juce for hosting, and thank you to Colin for running what was, without a doubt, the best horror RPG game session that I got to play in, not run, to play in since 1993.
Oh, shit. I was born in 91, so that's impressive.
That harkens back to Cthulhu 2nd edition, I think. So it was awesome. It was really awesome. And the game system is great. It was a smooth run, easy to pick up. Playing with all of you guys was a joy. So I'm really just glad to be able to have hopped in on this.
Yeah, I got to plug that. Monster of the Week by Michael Sands. Oh,
yeah.
Get it. There we go. Totally my favorite RPG, and totally worth everyone's time to play.
Yes, absolutely. And you could find me as the Bill Allan or on my YouTube channel, Bill Allan World, where I do all sorts of gaming content and D&D with high school students and all that stuff.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bill.
Thank you.
Cable Guy Bill is a special place in my heart forever. To the left of Bill, we have Dave. How is Dave? How's Sniffles? Where can we find you?
Dave is good. Dave had a blast playing with everyone. This was a lot of fun. I get to check another game off my list of games to play. And Sniffles is grappling with the darker aspects of himself. And look, I think Sniffles is looking at Holly different than the rest of the crew.
What, as food or?
Well, yeah, if the Pumpkin King lives inside of Holly, he's thinking Pumpkin Queen now.
Ah.
Yeah.
All hail.
So with that, you can find me at Nerdarchy on the YouTube website and also Nerdarchy Live, where we do interviews and gameplays and stuff.
Sweet. Thank you, Dave. And finally, my dear boy, Tom Grant. How you doing, homie?
I'm good. That was phenomenal, Colin. Always great to play Monster of the Week with you. This was outstanding. So well done, and just an outstanding group of people to play with. Everyone here was so fantastic. This was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was great. Gabriel's probably thinking that Lita's on the right path now, and it's time to move on. So might be one of those situations where he asks Billy if he wants to run out for another pizza, and then maybe just neither of them ever come back.
Fuck.
I mean,
like
I don't
when the
know who's gonna win that. A full-fledged werewolf Billy's might
Scary,
be too much for him, but he technically is supposed to do it, so he's gonna try.
When like mob movies, when they ask you to go on a hunting trip.
Yeah,
and, like, you're not coming back. Yeah.
And Gabriel clearly learned nothing from his fears.
You can find me here tomorrow night with Paula and Laura playing the Black Rock Adventures 5th edition D&D, where I'll be playing a very different character, my first ever warlock in D&D. It's just for some reason I've never gotten around to playing.
I don't know how you avoided that all
this time. Because I like characters that hit stuff.
Hexblade, baby.
Yeah, that's yeah. But if I'm warlock, I'm
playing a lot of games together, and I tend to like warlock.
Yeah, I also let people pick their classes first, and inevitably someone always takes warlock first. So
edgelords.
Anyway, so that's where I'll be tomorrow night. And other than that, I don't have anything going on. I'm off stream for a little bit.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm Colin, at Colinomicon on Twitter, at Colinomicon on Discord, and I have my own Twitch, which is Colinomicon also. And let's see, this coming week, Monday night, I'll still be in this fucking cabin in the woods, but I am still going to try to play Song of the Deep, our 5th edition actual play on Encounter Roleplay. Returning for our 2nd season. We were Lessons in Deep Magic for the 1st season. We changed the name. We are Song of the Deep. And I'll be returning as my bard boy, Bastion, the sad bard. And we'll see what happens. He's got a crush he's been working on for a while. We're going to see how that works out this season. We just got thrown through a portal to chaos hell, basically, and so who the hell knows what's going to happen.
Can I interject, Colin, with just that? Like, seriously, if people out there have not seen Deep Magic, it's one of the hardest hitting D&D shows I've seen. It's phenomenal. The cast is great, and Colin kills it.
That the 3rd episode of Lessons in Deep Magic is the thing I'm single most proud of in tabletop RPGs, period. It was the best thing I've ever worked on, and if you watch almost nothing else, watch that. It is absolutely, it was soul crushing, and it was fantastic, and I loved every second of it.
Do not watch without tissues. That was a tearjerker there.
It was rough, and we have Lydia, Half Hour's Tournament is our GM, and is just absolutely fucking phenomenal, and blew my socks off in that episode in particular. But that whole cast is amazing, and it's worth your time. And then not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after next, I am starting a new show in Encounter Roleplay. I'm going to be GMing. That is going to be a horror show. Some Cthulhu mythos up in here. And it is a new game by Modiphius Publishing called Achtung Cthulhu. It is Cthulhu set in World War II. Yeah, baby. We got eldritch Nazis up in this bitch. And it's going to be great. It is an old game. They've had this game around for a while, but it used to be a subset of rule, or like a setting for the Call to Cthulhu system. Now they've made it into its own standalone game that uses Modiphius's 2D20 system. And I'm going to be, well, for one, learning how to use that system in a very short period of time. But then running a new module that they just wrote for it that is going to be very, very scary. And like I said, involve eldritch Nazis. So what's not to love? So Song of the Deep, that, and then, new thing I get to announce for the first time here anywhere. Friday, this coming Friday at 8, I believe we agreed 8 p.m. on my channel, twitch.tv/Colinomicon, you can see the first episode of a new GM advice show that me and Lydia are doing together. We will be probably asking some of you at some point to be guests on this. But for this first episode, probably just be the two of us. And we are gonna try out our kind of like pilot this coming Friday, and we're gonna have sort of an hour-long chat show where people can come in, ask us questions, or send us questions in advance, and we'll give you our best and brightest GM tips, because this is going to be the day before Halloween. This one specifically, the topic of it is going to be how to be scary as a GM, how to be creepy. Which is a thing I've been slowly learning for the last like 6 months. And this game itself is part of it, slowly building up my horror chops. So please come talk to us about that. It's going to be specifically on like horror gaming and horror RPGs. And we would love to share some of our tips on how to be a very, very freaky, effective GM. So that's that. That's all for me. That's all for us. That's all for this game. And it was great. It was wonderful. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope to be back with all of you again on this channel sometime doing something. This is me slowly putting pressure on Juce because he can't fight back right now. And that is it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been a production of Master the Game. Thank you, Juce, for hosting us. And everyone have a great night and a lovely rest of your October and Halloween. Good night, everybody.